so I can wear glasses when I don't need them.
I was at an event with some of the other wrestlers, Steve Chamberlain, Leapin' Lenny Poffo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
X-Pac showed
Do you remember
up.
who Leapin' Lenny Poffo was? He was the
Randy,
the genius.
the
Well, he was the
genius.
brain. He was the brain. Yeah,
Yes.
he was a genius. I remember
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he always had a poem.
Yeah.
He was probably, I had gone back when you grow up and, I grew up
Mhm.
watching wrestling. I always been a big fan. And as far back as I could remember, I was the Hogan and the
Yeah,
Flairs
yeah.
and all that. And I was like, Mom, was I always like that? Or when I was when I was a kid, who was my favorite wrestler? And she was like, Leapin' Lenny Poffo. And I'm like, what? And she goes, yeah, Dave, you'd be jumping from couch to couch. I'm like, oh, shit, I had no clue. And then I'm at the benefit, 2 Saturdays ago, and the benefit was for 50legs.org.
Yep.
Awesome benefit. They raise They raise money for children
Mhm.
who need legs for sports, all sorts of different things. Because I was talking with Steve Chamberlain about it, and he actually said, most of the health insurance companies, they'll supply the kids with a leg,
Mhm.
and the leg is normally good for 1 to 3 years, I think he said.
Yeah.
But sounds weird, but it's just a leg. It's only a leg for general walking. It's not the one for
not the one for
football and
sports or
playing
anything. Yeah,
sports and all the cool shit that you that you don't think that they're going to be able to
Mhm.
do. So that was their first show, and I think they've done a second, and they're going to be doing weekly shows raising
Yeah,
money.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll show up and try to piggyback and hang on some wrestling stars and feel cool,
Yeah.
act like I matter.
Very cool.
How about you, Dave? You like to act like you matter?
I do. all
It
the
feels
time.
good to act like
That's
you
why
matter.
That's why I have like
He has to act like he
Full
matters.
Throttle Wrecking Crew and stuff. Jay's son actually put together that benefit. He's like,
I know. I was talking with Jay, and I was
yeah.
talking with his mom. And did you know that he went and he delivered the $600,
Yep.
and he committed to a new goal?
Oh, what?
Because the first goal was to raise $500.
Oh,
And
really?
again, what was the
Yeah.
name of it again for the bullies?
And world bullying.
N-word bullying.
Yeah, EWB.
And I don't know if it's going to happen and when his next show is. I wish him all the luck, and I wish I could have been at the first one, and hopefully I'll be at the next one.
Yeah.
He told him the next check is going to be for $10,000.
I'm pretty positive that we can do it.
Is it going to be AWB for life? No, what the hell?
But you know
How
what?
that abbreviations?
But
just
this
come
is
out all of a sudden
how
here?
old is he? He's a young kid.
He's I want to say 16. I think
So he's a young kid.
he's a young
and-
kid,
Mhm.
and he did all this himself.
Yeah,
and
he
it's amazing.
organized it all sorts of stuff. And if he's going to set his goals, and I mean, he's probably going to do it.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Oh,
good.
Wish him luck.
I have
That's
no doubt.
I recommend to you that you get Dave Hines off your team because
Mhm.
he will probably bring you down. Holy shit, people! I'm on live on the air.
this
Oh,
stuff
that's
happens.
a woman.
live.
Talk to the woman.
It is a woman.
It is a woman. All right.
You don't have to find me on the show, woman.
Hello, woman.
Just call.
Just call in.
Yeah, just call.
Just call.
Just call. Here you go. But you can put it in.
All right. So
Is she gonna call us up?
I don't know, dude. I'm talking to you guys. This is
Alrighty. So go ahead. Finish what you were about to say.
What was I saying?
I don't know. You were just saying so, and you were gonna ask something, but I interrupted you. Money.
Yeah.
What's the matter
Bullies.
for you? What was one of your favorite shows that we did this year?
Favorite shows that we did this year. I'm still like just in awe of the Martin Short interview that we did.
Even
know
though,
it was a
even
short-
though I asked stupid questions.
Even yeah, stupid question. That was a fun show. One of the other ones, actually, I really loved when you had Tom Dreesen on. That was a
Tom
great.
Dreesen
Tom
was
Dreesen's
great.
great. I thought he was awesome.
And
I-
he
I-
had such awesome
Yeah.
stories.
so great. I mean, that guy. I wish we should talk to him again sometime.
Yeah.
We'll
See what
see.
else he's doing.
I
Really
like
great.
I like meeting Garrett Bischoff. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Oh,
For me.
Garrett Bischoff was
Bischoff
very
for
cool
me.
too.
When
And
that
there we
was
go.
after
We
the
went-
show, though.
We went
I
from,
know, we went
from
from-
comedy to wrestling.
Yeah.
Everything.
Back to comedy wrestling.
Back to
again.
comedy
Yeah,
wrestling.
it's all over the
And
place.
I still got the pictures of the slap that was heard around the world.
You're talking pictures.
when
You probably still got
Garrett
the
Bi-
welt on your on your
No.
chest here.
The slap heard around the world on Comedy Slam Radio when Garrett
Yeah.
Bischoff slapped the chest.
I just
of
like
Fat
how you
Davey.
asked him. You were like, was that like all of it? And he's like, no,
Mhm.
that wasn't even that wasn't even like half of it, Dave. That was like a quarter.
Yeah, that's true. After the show,
like-
I asked him, like, did you give me the real
like-
shot? And he's like, no, Dave.
Like that was
I-
the
real
equivalent.
shot.
That was the equivalent of me going like this and just flicking you with my finger.
No, let me tell you something. It was not the equivalent.
No, I
of
mean for
that.
him, like
Maybe.
that's what him doing this to you feels like.
I don't know, man.
I just like was that all of it? No, that wasn't even half.
So you were on. Were you here for Jackie Mason?
Yeah. No, that was here. I was here for that too. That was the beginning of this year, right away.
That was the first
like
show
January
of the year.
2nd. Yeah, very
was
first show of the
crazy.
year too.
Because last year
Yeah.
I ended the show with Bobby fucking Slayton and
Yeah.
Chris Gorgeous.
Uh huh.
High class show.
Yep.
And this year I'm ending it with you two fucking
I
knuckleheads.
know.
There you
What the
go.
hell? This is crap.
Was
We
I-
apologize, folks. This is
who was
we're
the
not
other show?
famous.
Was I here when we were talking to Tom or
I don't think you were here when we were talking to Tom. I
I
had
remember-
Tom. Who's the ventriloquist guy that comes over to Coconuts?
Oh, that was
Pete-
Peter Hefty.
Peter Hefty?
Pete Hefty was
wasn't-
here.
That was-
Steve Eric and
Yeah.
I know I was here when Tom was on
That was
with
for
you.
Tom Dreesen. So,
Tommy
yeah.
Amato.
Tommy Amato.
I was here with Tommy
Definitely.
Amato in the studio, and we were talking to
April Macy.
April Macy,
Oh,
who was who
oh
I
no!
I
was it April Macy?
I think it was.
No, it wasn't
No, it
April
wasn't
Macy.
April Macy. It was.
It was the other redhead.
It was yeah.
You're gonna make me look up the show. Oh my god, she was a beautiful. She was very feisty, and like I think she found me to be a pain in the ass trying to organize the show. She was like, "Oh, you bastard, Dave
Yeah.
Frank. Yes, I told you I'd do the show. You don't have to confirm it 12 days in advance and 6 minutes in advance. And are you really calling?" Oh man, I learned a lot doing this show, man. I started off doing the very first show that I ever did was me, Gwiggy. And we had the Princess of Parodies call in.
Oh yeah,
Tracy-
that's Tracy
Tracy
Kanan.
Cannon.
Tracy Kanan.
That's the very first call,
Mhm.
and we had absolutely no structure. We didn't even know.
Actually, it was a fun interview though. I remember that was. Good.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was definitely fun. But everything else aside from that 15-minute interview, we were like, what do we do now? Let's talk. She's not on the phone yet, so let's talk about something. And then after it, we were like, well, let's talk about the interview and how great we did, because I don't know what else to talk about.
I have to say that it's fascinating that if you, even just looking at that from the beginning of the year when we talked to Jackie Mason,
Yes.
we were in the closet down the hallway here.
Yeah,
Just a
I
tiny
was-
ass closet, sitting here talking on a couple of microphones with another microphone pointing at the phone, talking to Jackie Mason, and now we've got all this stuff in the studio. How we've grown and everything, and how all the cool stuff that's happening. Everybody else that we talked to, I mean, this is a pretty big step up. We're heading in the right direction, I think, in a lot of ways. We still have to grow a little bit, but for the most part, we've got a lot of great things happening here.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
And you know who the girl was when Tommy Amato was in? Laura Levitas.
Yes.
Oh man, she ripped
That
me a
was-
new asshole. But she was
She
doing
did.
She was great because she talked about how she was doing a whole huge touring over in Europe. And how she found an uncircumcised penis and fell in love with having sex with uncircumcised penis.
everybody likes a good uncircumcised penis. What's
Who
wrong
doesn't?
with uncircumcised penis?
You might, Gwiggy.
Uncircumcised penis is a beautiful, man. It's okay.
I will do my best to avoid the one-eyed snake in any form, other than the five knuckle shuffle,
Just saying.
and place him in the vajayjay.
In the JJ.
You're gonna put your penises in the vajayjays. Fine.
So-
good.
You know what happened? The first thing Dave Hines sees me, and he's like, "Dave, why'd you back out at a comedy contest?" He don't even say hello. He just calls me out like, "Fuck you, Dave." And I'm like,
I
"Bitch,
wanted to know.
bitch, you don't call me out like that." But it's all right.
People
And
are
I'll-
asking me.
I know
No one's asking me. Really.
Nobody-
I just don't know.
Nobody wants to know why
If they
fat-
were, I don't talk. No one talks to me. What the fuck?
I try not to talk to you, but you were here, so I invited you in. But you know what it was? With the holidays and my lack of any attempt to even get on stage in like the last 2 months for an open mic or anything, it's just been mobbed. I haven't been able to do it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm not going to go on stage and do the same bit that I didn't do the last time I did it,
Yeah.
that I didn't win the contest with the last time it was at the same place. I said, I'm not going to go back there with better comics and do the same jokes that didn't win last time. Although this time, Johnny Bell is not one of the judges. So I might have been able to do my rap song, but he was,
Oh, nice,
that was
yeah.
the first thing he said, "Dave, you lost because you were never allowed to do a rap song again. You're not allowed to rap on stage, motherfucker."
Nice.
But yeah,
Well,
so
you
I
aren't
just didn't.
very.
Yeah.
You are white, not very good at rapping.
So is Eminem.
beside the point. But he's actually good at it.
And
Yeah,
so was
you-
Vanilla Ice, the
Nice.
guy I robbed the song from.
He was sort of good at it because we didn't know any better back then.
You know any better?
Yeah.
But he stole that song from
I
somebody.
know he stole that
He stole
song.
the beat.
He stole the beat. It was funny.
Give me a beat.
You ever remember listening to some of the interviews where he was trying to defend how they didn't steal the beat, how we changed it, and he
Yeah.
sits there. He's like, "No, their version went dun 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 dun," and he's like, "But ours was totally different. It was like this. It was like dun 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 dun."
It's like
See?
that's the
It's like,
same.
yeah, totally
fucking
different.
thing,
See,
Ice.
like what the hell is wrong with you, dude? But yeah,
Like your next thing you're gonna tell me you didn't steal our haircut from Gumby.
I know.
Like,
right?
what
It
the-
just just terrible.
Man, if I was on an acid and still doing drugs,
Mhm.
I would probably enjoy me some Gumby right now. Man, if I was still all whacked out and
If
shit,
we're up at college, man, we could be ordering Gumby's pizza. That's what's up.
what do you mean Gumby's Pizza? What the hell's Gumby's Pizza?
Gumby's Pizza is a
Gumby's
pizza
Pizza.
place that only has stores or pizza places open around college campuses.
Yeah.
Because they're open late and they deliver to college campuses.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they have Gumby on the
On the
on
box.
the boxes of pizza.
Well, either I don't like pizza, which is a lie, or I didn't spend enough time at college,
You did-
which
yeah,
is probably the part. I didn't spend enough time
Probably
at college, which
the-
is why I have you two
That's
knuckleheads
probably the
here.
problem.
We're here to
And,
tell you about it.
and I'm counting down the minutes that we have. Holy shit, 42 minutes left.
We didn't spend enough.
What
time.
else would you guys like to talk about? Here, call us at 727-493-2055.
All right, stop
Or-
giving out the phone number
or we
because
It's
could
every
right there on
time,
the air, too.
right,
so it's
but
right
every
there.
time you give out the phone number and either people don't call in, I feel like a fucking loser. People should love me.
Yeah, I love
and call
Dave.
me.
And call us here at
Quiggy,
727.
go outside and call me. Quiggy, go outside and call me.
Why do I have to call you from outside? I'll just call you from right here.
No, don't do that. You've done that before and ruined it.
Yeah.
Very true.
Nah, man, people are listening. There's Monday Night Football on. That's why this
Really?
is a podcast.
Who's playing tonight? Anybody good?
I don't know.
San Francisco and Patriots.
Oh, you might be
I
right.
think-
Yeah. I think that's right.
Holy shit, I don't care about either one of those teams.
I know. Like what? They're 49.
You know what else is on?
The 49ers are still a team? What? Like
You know
That's
what's
what
on
they say.
tonight that I give a shit about?
the Victoria's
wrestling?
Secret
Wrestling is on.
Mm-hmm.
And
Victoria's
anytime
Secret
Victoria's Secret's on is a good night. But
Mhm.
fashion show?
this is the last night of the very last show of American Chopper.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
The last
Oh.
show or the season?
No, it's the last show.
Ever?
Well, that's what the last show would mean.
Well, I
unless-
didn't know. Like there's the last show of the season, or there's the final.
According
finale?
to them, this is the finale. This
Oh,
is
really?
it. So this is cool. This is like a massive moment. And if my DVR doesn't work, I am going to punch Dave Hines in the face.
Yeah.
I will leave my house again and just to find you.
So
to punch you in the
somebody
face.
please go over to Dave Frank's house and record the last American Chopper.
No. It's
so that
already.
way I don't get punched in the
It's
face.
already preset. I will beat
Oh.
the shit out of the Bright House man if that shit don't come out. Just come on over here and get your ass whooped because
That's
I
what's
couldn't
up,
see
bitches.
it.
It's gonna black out like Lost, like in the last 5 seconds of it. It'll just shut off, and you'll be like, "What? How the fuck is that a polar bear?"
But
What the-
I love that show because they're like basically from my hometown, like 10 or 15 minutes away.
Mhm.
yeah,
They're always showing, when they're driving down the road and they talk about 17K and they have lunch at a diner that I used to go to with my own
Yeah.
family.
Mhm.
Or there was a restaurant they had dinner at 88 Charles Street.
do you
Nice.
think
And that,
that show would be as popular if it wasn't for what was the show that Jesse James had that
I don't know,
started
but Jesse
that
James
started West
building
Coast
bicycles?
Shoppers,
I don't know.
like Monster Garage? Was that it?
No.
Wasn't
Because
that-
Monster
wasn't that on
Garage didn't
first?
have anything to do with motorcycles. They built all sorts of crazy
yeah,
shit.
but wasn't that the show he had first?
Mhm.
Then he had
He was known for building bikes first,
Yeah.
and then I think he won a couple of the biker build-offs.
but like
and-
OC Choppers came second. They weren't the
Yeah,
original
Orange County
motorcycle
Chopper
show.
was only out for
Yeah.
10 or 11 years. Is
Yeah.
why they were on TV.
Yeah, but I wonder if they would have been on TV if it wasn't for what Jesse James was doing.
I don't know. I wonder if there would have ever been a second comedian if there wasn't ever a first one.
Yeah.
Why? You are not the type of person to be discussing fucking theory. Who cares? Do you know anything about network TV?
A little bit.
You
You know
know-
you like to watch it.
I know that they can't show. They can't say bad words until
That's why
until 9
So in other
o'clock.
words, no, he doesn't know shit about network
Right.
TV.
One of the reasons why I think that show is more
it doesn't have
realistic than all
boobies
that
on it.
other reality TV is they had to beep out all the swearing and the cursing. It's not like they weren't like cut. we gotta redo the scene.
Oh,
They were like,
there's
no,
plenty
we're
of
just gonna
there's
be
plenty of reality shows that beep out fucking swearing and all
Yeah.
that other shit. Just,
right.
that's part of their charm. Trust me, there's still just like any other reality show where somebody's,
Well,
sitting there.
None of
Okay,
it's
this
really.
time,
It's
why don't you
ironic.
do this?
'Cause
Yeah, it's not real. Reality
None
TV
of
is
it-
the most unrealistic.
Do you know that
TV out there,
seriously? I told it when we were on the U show that I drove home my friend's babysitter,
Okay.
and I was talking
did
to
her.
her. Didn't do her.
Oh wait, yeah, this is you.
Um,
So no, you didn't do her.
and she was telling me about how like she actually came up with a reality show, her and her friends,
Mhm.
and they took it to VH1 and MTV, and they actually told her that they said can one of you get pregnant?
Can one of you get pregnant?
What?
Because they said that you can't really get a reality show these days unless one of you is a teen. Like it's like
Yeah.
basically like, okay, so like if one of us got pregnant, we could have a reality show. And they're like, yeah. Well,
There you go.
they literally looked there and said, can one of you guys get knocked up?
And that is the dumbification of American
That's
society.
true.
probably why they won't give Dave and I a reality show. Is because one of us won't get pregnant.
One of us won't get pregnant.
That-
I already look pregnant. They
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to have me on the show if I was pregnant.
We might get pregnant. We get someone pregnant.
I would like
You heard it here first, folks. If Dave and I get a reality show, Dave will be pregnant.
Yeah,
He will be the pregnant teen.
I will be the pregnant teen.
With this Dave, not you, Dave. We don't want to have the kid die of age. That's just awful, dude.
I was just like, wow, did Dave just get my pregnancy?
He just stole
we
your
just
show,
passed
man.
my
Look at that.
pregnancy off. I'm the one already built with the round shape, bitch. I actually have hips and shit.
Yeah, man. His hips don't
you
lie.
look like a stick figure with hair.
I know. I couldn't bear it, chick. It'd be a C-section all the way. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
You know what I feel
No,
like
man.
saying?
The
Welcome
fun-
to the jungle. Kids worse for every day.
That's what you want to do right there in that particular
That's what I want to do
spot.
in that particular segment
In
of
that-
the
Welcome to the
show.
jungle. We're here every day.
You can have anything you want, but you better not take it from me.
He's moved on from
He's just-
Vanilla Ice to fucking Welcome to the Jungle.
That'll just be your thing. All of a sudden, in the middle of the show, welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the Jungle.
You just do it really fast, too, just like that.
Well, what would you call out in the middle of nowhere that fit with nothing right now?
Awesome.
That's
That's
all
what I
you
would call that.
Awesome. That's all you're caught up with. This is your time. You have 1 30-second blast. What do you want to give?
Welcome to the
society?
jungle. We're here every day.
That was mine. You can't come up with nothing your own.
Oh, I don't have a 30-second blast. I was,
Mine didn't last 30 seconds. It was a crock of crap. I
We-
just said,
we really
welcome to the jungle.
we really shouldn't spread that around. You didn't even last 30 seconds. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yo, Dave, are you playing porn? Dave,
Dave is playing
are
porn.
you
What the hell,
playing
man?
with porn? What kind of porn are you watching?
So,
You were watching a girl masturbate. She's pretty
Yeah.
hot. Hold on.
Here, plug this in. Here we go. Let's plug this in.
No, we
Give
can
me
hear
that.
it.
Give me that. Let me
She's
plug
licking
it
her
in.
finger
Let me plug it
after
in.
she put
Let
her
me plug
finger.
it in.
She put her finger in her.
she knows where
vajayjay.
it's been. She knows where it's been.
This is like our call-in. Once you plug it in, she's like our call-in.
Yeah, there you
She's
go.
just masturbating.
Yeah, and she's good at it. Here, she's licking it now. Got some nice titties on this girl.
Why is she putting her ass in my face? She
She
should
likes
know.
you, man.
She
She's
should
like,
know
yo,
better.
Dave. Boom,
She
boom,
should
boom.
know better. That
I think
that-
if I had a show again, I would just automatically play that in the background.
Nice.
And this is wait, Dave, you found this for us at
You too. You porn.
twisties.com.
Twisties.
YouPorn.
Yeah.
Is that her like her name or
No,
something?
no. Her name is really hot. Something.
really hot?
Something Silverstein.
something.
Why she gotta be Jewish? How many Jewish porn stars do you know? Hey, this is Mrs. Silverstein, and she could stick. Oh shit, that's both fingers in her ass. Wow, this is disgusting.
I think Stephanie Steele is her name.
You should have put something on that was a little bit louder. She's kind of tame.
Is she?
Sounding
Yeah, I
like
know.
that,
That's
you
one
know,
of
what
the.
the hell?
That was gross.
that's
I
one
mean,
of
I
the more-
appreciated it. It was probably
that's
worthy
one
of
of the
like a
more.
half a chub, but I don't know if it's entertaining to the to
YouPorn.
anybody not here
It's
in the
free
studio.
because it's like, why should you pay? And I was very happy though. I found out that you can get porn on your Xbox.
Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
have an Xbox.
Yeah,
I don't either, but it's okay.
because it has a web browser and you just type in YouPorn. And
I just have books.
So
Sorry.
what? So now you're working 2 joysticks, one for the Xbox. He's moving from scene to scene.
putting cheat codes, man.
Dave's going to be
About-
coming to us with arthritis in his thumbs by 30. It's like I just started using this. I'm 35. My thumbs don't work. Are you
Nice.
35 yet?
Yes.
Yes. Why'd you have to think about that so long?
Because I
He
don't
doesn't know numbers,
I
man.
don't know numbers.
Is the AIDS medication
I'm
fucking with your
tired.
brain?
Tired. No, I am 35.
You are 35.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Quiggy, how old are you again?
I don't remember.
That old?
Probably.
Listen, if
I'm
you don't,
younger
if
than
you
you.
don't
I'm-
tell
I'm-
your name,
yeah.
if you
No.
don't tell your age, I'm just gonna start calling you by your real name.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not the all douchey one who doesn't care about that. I mean, come on.
I'm the almighty
The old
one.
douche turd or whatever.
I was like, no, I'm not.
Why are
no.
you speaking of this man on
I'm
my?
sorry.
Who is this
Just-
man you speak of on
Who
my
is
show?
this?
Who
is
is
this
this
man?
almighty one? Does he matter somewhere?
See, I didn't
Dave,
even actually say his
go-
real name, but yeah, no, I'm
Dave, where's that?
What's
no,
that?
I'm actually 37.
You're 37.
37.
Yeah, you didn't mean. You don't want me to say shit, but yet there you go, putting out your age.
Oh, you can say my real name too.
Yeah.
My real name
I
is
don't
Mike
want to.
McGuigan.
I don't want
You
to.
can
Fuck
sit-
you. Blah 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 blah. Nobody can know who you are. Fuck you.
I mean,
I didn't even
heard-
know you had a real name for like
You
the
told
first
me.
year and a half. I knew you.
Wait a second. His name isn't it Gwiggy?
Yeah, my
Hell
parents
yeah.
really named me that. So
Yeah, it was. I never knew a first name. I didn't think your name was Gwiggy Standing Up, but I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Gwiggy's it. It's it.
see, actually, just for my Facebook page, when I created that and I put the actual Facebook page together, I was reading Steve Martin's Born Standing Up.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it as Gwiggy Standing Up. So that's how.
Wasn't
basically
as
that came
successful for you as it was for him.
from. Obviously not. No,
Because
a lot
you're
of-
sitting down with
I'm
Fat
sitting
Davey.
down with Fat Davey. Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't read that book yet, too, Born Standing Up by Steve Martin, you need to get it
Yeah.
and you need to read it. It's phenomenal. It's great.
I saw The Jerk.
That's almost the same as reading the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really, you need to. It's a good read. It's easy read.
It
and
is.
Stuff. The other book I gave you, you probably haven't read yet. It's sitting in your couch somewhere
It's not in my couch. It's in the closet.
in the closet. There you go.
That was the book that we talked about when Tom Dreesen was on.
Exactly. See,
I'm such a fucking loser that I didn't read the book.
you should. It is a good read. Like some of the stuff that we talked about with Tom, is all in there. Great stuff, and it was a fun book. It's a fun read. It's a very easy read actually too. A lot of quick chapters and everything like that that are very instrumental. It's all pretty much tied together, but it's some interesting stuff.
I'm gonna do something, and they don't know that I'm gonna do it. So
I know that you're going to do it.
well, yeah, but the people that I'm calling, I've never called them from the show,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna call them and let's see what happens.
Who is it? Oh, you going to tell us who you're calling?
No, because they're either gonna be happy or sad, or they're not gonna care.
Nice.
Did I do something wrong? How come I don't hear it?
Yeah.
What's going
Turn
on?
the sound up on your phone.
There you
Wait,
go.
I can hear it.
Hello. Yo. He's telling me to hold on, motherfucker. Do you know you're live on my fucking radio show, bitch? You don't tell me to hold on when you're live on my radio show.
Well, you don't call my house to sleep with my girl sleeping.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
I get my ass kicked.
Now I'm going to get my ass kicked for calling and waking up the princess. Oh, man. You know, I went nothing. I'm hanging out with my friend Gwiggy and my friend Dave Hines. Dude, why don't you call me back on this number? It'll sound better.
The number you just called me from?
No, that's my cell phone. I want you to call me from the station. That's up. So what's going on, man? He probably left to walk across the house to get a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back in like 45 minutes.
True.
Give me the number.
727 493 2055 2055. Call me back, bitch.
This is exciting. We're calling
Dude,
people to
I am
have
gonna
them
get-
call in.
Dude, I'm so going to get in trouble by his girlfriend,
Who
who I love, Sue.
who are we calling?
This is my buddy, Scott. He's been my best friend since I was like 10 years old back in New York.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah. If he actually calls me back for, you know, he might not call me back because I just disrupted him and I was a douche.
Yeah.
But if he calls back, it'll be cool because, I mean, I know him since, as I said, 10 years old, man. We just got in lots of
Yeah.
trouble and fun and craziness together and screw it.
That's cool.
But while we wait for him to call and increase the value of my show, why don't you tell us about how your improv show went this past week?
Oh, it was a
You had
good show.
special.
Yeah, it was actually about a week and a half ago. So, oh, here's your friend. Here, hold on a second. I got him.
All right. Hey, Scott, what's going on, man? Welcome to the Let's Be Frank show.
What's up, dude?
Nothing. What's going on, man? We're sitting here. I didn't have a guest call in, so I said I'm just going to have a couple of the guys that have always been on the show stop in and say what's up. And then we were sitting here bullshitting, and I said, fuck it, let me just start calling one of my buddies. And you're the first person I called.
Oh, nice. So I was the first one that came to your mind.
Absolutely. Well, because we just spoke the other day, and I said, let me call him back because we haven't spoken forever, dude. And we only spoke for a few minutes the other day.
Yeah, I was brief. By the way, happy Hanukkah.
Thank you.
It's over? Is it over yet?
It's about over. It's at 7 days, 8 nights. Thanks. Right. I really appreciate that empty card with not even a happy Hanukkah that you sent me. It was great.
I just sent it to you right now.
Oh, it's in the email.
Yeah, man. It's in there, man.
There you go. So, Gwiggy, Dave, this is my friend Scott Pizzulo. He's got more vowels and consonants in his name than any one people.
It's a long name.
Is it legal for you to have that many vowels there, Scott?
What's that?
Is it legal for you to have that many vowels? I mean, is it a monopoly on vowels?
Well, they break your chops a little bit.
Yeah.
You get pulled over with that many names, with that many vowels in your name.
Did they tell you that you have to drive a cab?
No.
He did that free willingly?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I do that free willingly.
Nice.
You know what's funny? Scott's last name is so long and difficult to spell. They're like, fuck it. Your DUI test is if you could spell your name. If you could spell your name, you could still drive.
How do they know if he's telling the truth, though, about that? They're like, it sounds right. You're fine. Just go.
It's on the license.
It's in the ballpark.
So what's been going on, man?
Exactly.
What's been going on, man? What are you up to tonight?
Not a damn thing. I was actually just going to lay down to try to watch the Jets game.
The Jets are
I
on
heard
tonight?
They were winning, but now I hear they're losing because that's just typical of the Jets.
It's just the way they roll, man. But it's okay. You can hang out with me for a little bit and bullshit. How much trouble did Sue wake up? Am I going to get in really bad trouble with this?
Well, you know what time of the year it is, so it's that time of year where she's cranky because she's got to go to work early. So
yeah, I guess I'll have to call her at work tomorrow and apologize why I'm off at home resting.
Try to get the phone to stop ringing.
What
quick,
the
though,
hell?
so.
Does Sue work for the
I
North
might have
Pole or
saved it.
what?
Sue works at a place that's probably busier than the North Pole.
Walmart?
Sue is the manager of a pretzel time in a busy mall.
Oh, pretzel time.
All you guys are fucking hungry and got
I want
boners for
pretzels
pretzel
now, you
time right
bastard.
now.
Pretzel time.
That's all you need to say is the word pretzel time.
Damn it. Scott, why couldn't your wife do something else?
Pretzel time is right up there with Cinnabon.
Yeah.
With Cinnabon.
As far as as far as being busy in a mall.
Pretzels and Cinnabons are right up there next to God.
Yeah, but we don't have a Cinnabon in our mall, so.
You used to,
Oh,
man. Whatever
man.
happened to the Cinnabon? We had that when I lived in New
closed.
York.
Closed like everything else.
What's
Pretzel Time is one of the only stores besides the Anchors that have been there for 20 years.
Wow.
And the mall's been there 20 years now.
Has that mall been? It was 20 years ago that I left
21
Sears.
years ago, actually.
Holy shit, dude. I started working in the original mall, which they tore down when I was working for Sears. I was a Sears sucker. I was the only fat man running on treadmills to sell exercise equipment.
That's awesome.
And it was great because Scott would
And
see
he's
it.
not lying.
Nah, man. And that was back in the MC Hammer days. So I would wear the
nice.
MC Hammer pants.
Yo, Dave.
I've had a turtleneck and a tie on, and I go to work. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Do you remember that night I came to visit you at Sears with the glasses, the pretzel glasses?
The
Do you
pretzel
remember
glass.
that, what I'm talking about?
The pretzel glass. Oh, my God. Yes, I do. Dude, this guy comes up, and me and my old man, my father, have pretty much the same prescription, same twisted teeth and whatever. So my father gets a new pair of glasses, and I get the hand-me-downs.
Nice.
And my Scott walks up, and he's like, "Hey, Dave, let me see those glasses." Those are
No, but wait. His mom worked at an optometrist's office.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
And we went there one day, and she showed us this new pair of glasses that came out that literally you could twist around your finger.
Oh,
and
I
when
remember
you let
those.
them go, they sprung back to shape.
Nice.
So I thought she had told him that she was buying him that pair of glasses.
Oh,
I
I'm
went to
seeing
visit him at
already.
Work. I thought he had that pair on, and there was another friend in the vehicle. And I was like, "Hey, check this out!" Snap.
Oh my! Oh my!
I was like, I thought these were the ones that bent.
Oh my
man.
God! That
I
is
got
priceless.
in trouble
That's
for
awesome.
that too, man. That did not go down good.
Nice.
You know what
Yeah,
I first
that
thought?
wasn't good.
You know what I first thought you were going to bring up in the old mall,
Not the maroon car.
the maroon car. Which one? The one I
Yeah,
hit you with?
the car you bought?
The one I hit you with?
No.
I don't know what you mean then.
The car that you got and you weren't supposed to wash it because it just got a paint job.
Oh, yeah, no. My 78 Cutlass Supreme. I love that car. That was the Jewish version of a fucking Monte Carlo. That was the poor man's Monte Carlo because I
Oh
couldn't
my
have
God.
one.
Oh,
But here's what
it's
happened
a
with
sitcom moment.
dude, when I had this car, because there's more to the story. I got this car because I was driving by. Scott was driving, and we're going down Route 211, and it's parked in what, I don't know what the hell is there now, but there used to be a Caldor's there.
Calandria Pizza
Is that still there?
and Friendlies. Calandria and Friendlies. is
All
still
right.
There.
So we drive by, and there's this two-tone maroon and whatever purple,
Maroon
78.
and dark maroon.
What's that?
Maroon and a darker maroon.
All right. So it's a two-tone 78 Cutlass Supreme, and I'm like, pull over. I got to see that car. I'm fucking buying it. And Scott's like, whatever, you're not buying it. I make him go back. 2 days later, I show up with the car. The car had just been freshly painted. And back then, whatever it was, I don't know, the mid 80s, they don't put, or early 90s, this guy hadn't shellacked or put, what's the clear coat on the end of the car? Whatever the hell it is.
It's because it was just freshly painted. Even still today, when a car is freshly painted, you're not supposed to touch it.
Yeah,
For like
Luckily,
a couple
those
of
are
weeks
fingers.
or a month.
Mhm.
So, were you at Mark?
Me and Mark.
Mark and Scott. I'm asleep at my house. It was like a misty night out where it had just rained, and they decide the German and my fucking the German and Italian friend go and write in the rain on the car and dust swastikas.
Oh,
Nice.
We were just joking.
They were joking, but they were there for the entire time I owned the car.
But because what it was is it was like in the morning dew that we did it, and
Yeah.
when the sun came up, because that part was already taken out from the dew, the sun dried the mark that we made in the dew.
oh.
So anytime it rained, you saw it. If I
We were
waxed the
mortified.
car,
His parents hated us, and his parents loved us prior to that.
Oh, my
God! Later on, anyway.
oh, that was horrible.
That
Oh.
was one of the worst things that we ever did. But innocently,
Yes.
you know,
But
Innocently.
we were kids not realizing the severity of what we were doing.
Hilarious nonetheless.
That was, you know why? Because it had been years before they did anything to fuck with my Jewishness, because that was in high school. In middle school, I was in charge of the school store, and they got a hold of the button making machine. And that was back when the wonderful world of Hey Spike, you got the Mott's commercials was out, and it went to, go ahead, Scott. How did you have it?
Hey, Kike, you got the matzah?
Now that was you and Gandolfo, right?
Yeah. The funniest thing is I still have one of those buttons to this day.
Oh man, you should find it and
Not a
text
jo-
me.
Nice.
no, and that's no joke. I could go up in the attic and dig through a box and take a picture of it and send it to you.
You have to do
Awesome.
that. You have to do
No,
that.
Definitely.
honestly, it might be pinned on my board in my attic.
Nice.
Now this is the same attic where we will say we spent many a nights getting a little foobarred. Many a nights. Do you still have a tanning booth in your attic?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Scott, listen, the
That took
Princess
up,
Susan.
That ruined my attic. That took up the one side. I only have the other side for myself now.
Princess Susan needed to tan all year round,
That's
so she got a tanning machine.
You're lucky she can't hear you.
Hey, I would treat her like a princess too if she was my girlfriend. She's the best thing that ever happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll tell you as much as she'll let you know. I'm so trying to kiss ass because I know I'm in trouble tomorrow for ringing the house so late. I should have thought about how late it was. But you know what's
It's
fucked
not
up?
even it's that late. It's only 9:30 when you
I was
call,
gonna say, we're
but it's
40
just
and
you
we
have
gotta
to
be
get up at
worried that we call.
5:30. because she got to be to work at 7.
All right, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna get me in trouble. But I gotta go to work in the morning.
Pretty much.
I could feel her staring down at me from her dreams right now. She's like, I hate that bastard, David.
Oh, listen, if you would have woke her up and pissed her off, she wouldn't have had a problem screaming, yelling, and she wouldn't have cared if we were on the radio or not.
There you go. Nah, I don't want
One
to say
thing
it.
is she is not shy.
Dude, remember one of the first, when we were talking about the Orange County Mall or the Orange Plaza, I thought you were going to talk about the time we used to always go to this place called the Dragon Express. Was that what it was called?
Christ.
Yeah. Scott, it's funny. I was like, really, aside from Mark and myself, we were like the only ones that weren't Italian. So everybody I fucking hung out with was Italian. As you can tell by all the vowels that have been coming out with Gandolfo and Pizzullo and who the hell else knows. But this guy, we're at the Chinese restaurant. It's me, you. Was Bobby Diana there?
I think it was me, you, and Mark.
All right, so it's the three amigos, and I'm wearing like a pair of white or gray slacks because I'm at work,
Yeah.
selling.
At work, yeah.
Yeah, and we go to the Chinese restaurant. And we started fighting about something. I don't know what we were fighting about, and he's like, "Screw you, Dave! I'll stomp on this soy sauce thing."
Like we were making jokes like, "Oh, I'll punch this packet of soy sauce all over you," and Dave kept going, "You don't have the balls, you don't have the ball," and then I threw it on the floor. And I made like I was going to step on it. And you said, "You don't have the balls. You don't have the balls." And then I stomped it, and it sprayed all over you. And
yeah, but that was after like I chased you through the mall after that too.
Chased me through the mall parking lot.
I had to make him take me home so that I could get a different pair of pants to wear.
That was another funny one.
Man. Dude, I've had so many fucking crazy outcomes or circumstances with this kid. I remember the one, and you guys, I almost don't even need you guys on the show because I could talk to.
I know. Look at this. Man.
You guys might as well go. No, but I remember one of the first times that I think, as you remember crying. One of the first times that I remember crying, I was like 16 or 17 years old. I mean, obviously, I'm talking about as like a teenager. And Scott was either in the room. You were in the room, I think. I had just gotten my car back from the shop. I had an accident. And now I'm following Scott. He's in front of me in his truck. And I see him pull off to the right. And I think he's pulling off to the right to go into this store, to this supermarket. So I start going over to the right. And the next thing I know is I guess he was veering off to avoid from hitting somebody else. So I took my brand new car and ran it into the back of his truck. It was very nice. And my father comes in afterwards, and he don't ask if I'm okay. He don't do nothing. He's like, he just comes in the door. Rah, 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 I can't believe you fucking messed up the car or anything. And I start crying. I'm like, you don't even care. You didn't even ask if I was hurt first. And I think this is where I get a little of my humor from, because my father goes, "Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Dave." He stops everything, walks back out of my room, knocks on my door. I say, "Come in." He's like, "Dave, how are you feeling? You okay? Nothing happened in the accident?" "No." And he just starts drilling me again, yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This
is like your next 10 minutes worth of material for stand-up. I'm telling you, man. All this stuff we've been sitting here talking about with your buddy.
I'll
the glasses, the treadmill running at Sears, and this bit here with your dad. That's brilliant stuff.
I'm gonna
hone that and make that a bit.
I think I'm gonna let Scott tell, which I think this is probably one of his favorite stories. Because I gave up being a big pothead a long time ago, but the very first time, and I think it was the first time I smoked pot, I was in the back seat of this motherfucker's '78 Cadillac. Was it? The gray Cadillac? Was it a '78?
You distracted me because I'm just thinking how you just announced to the world my business, but that's cool. Or the way anybody who's listening anyway.
Whatever, dude. We were fucking kids smoking dope. What's it matter? So we're smoking dope. And
some of us never grow up.
Oh, well, sorry about your damn luck. I didn't what are you saying? I didn't bring up the fact that I heard gurgling noises in the microphone. I left that out. But he had a bottle of prescription. Was it the same night with the prescription eyeglasses as with EBL? Just
Yeah,
go ahead and tell the
because
story
I
because you
used
could
to-
tell it better. I
when
was too.
smoked pot, I was afraid to go home red-eyed. So when I go home red-eyed, I used to tell my mother my eyes bothered me. So they brought me to the eye doctor, and I got these eye drops. And we got Dave high, and he was, he just every time we went to squirt the drops in his eyes, he'd giggle or whatever. Wasted a whole bottle of prescription eye drops trying to get eye drops in his eyes, and never got them in his eyes either.
But
He
listen,
walked in his house,
here
he
I
walked in
am.
his house so baked, he walked past his parents and went in his room. never even acknowledged walking past his parents.
I didn't even
and that's
know
how
they
he
were
got
in the
caught.
room. But the
Right?
best
Isn't that
part,
how you got caught?
yeah. But here you left out all the. Every time he tried to put the drops in my eye in the car, I'm leaning back and I'm fried. I'm fucking just baked. This is the first time I was ever stoned. And all of a sudden, this guy Scott has got a head like the size of a bowling ball. So all I got is this guy above me trying to squirt eye drops
I forgot
in.
to leave that out. Sorry. I forgot. I got a big head.
Yes. And when it's in front of you and you're trying to squeeze shit and I'm fucked up, and then they're knocking on the roof of the car like, hey, EBL is coming. And EBL was my buddy's friends. My buddy is Corey and his
Your
mother.
buddy's mom.
His, and her name was Suzanne, but her nickname was the Evil Black Lady, and she
The
loved it.
evil black lady.
Yes. And she loved it.
EBL,
So he's like,
EBL.
Dave, EBL is coming. EBL is coming. I'm like, no, roll up the window. She can't know I'm here. This is ridiculous.
The evil-
Yo, and Dave, she's EBL for life. Bitches.
For life. For life comes because Dave Hines has OTM, opening the mic for life.
And he's trying to
Life.
he's trying to get in the NWO,
I am,
Yes, he wants to be famous
even
one
though
day.
they've been defunct.
even though.
We do lie about Dave and say that he has AIDS and he has superpowers to heal nobody. What? He's hiding in his Clark Kent glasses right now.
That is, I don't.
He has the ability to spread STDs when women are drunk and unconscious.
Gwiggy, was it Sam or Tom that started that?
Oh man,
We
I
don't know who started
I
the
don't
rumor.
think anyone
It was one of
knows.
those
I
two.
know it was one
Yeah.
of those two, and
We
it
don't
was
know who started the rumor about
Yeah.
Dave.
and it was about 15
Hines.
years ago
We
because
should
I've-
get this. We should get this figured out. How
Yes.
it started.
Who
Sam
started
or-
the
I
Hines
think
Hines
they-
rumor?
I think they argue over it. I think as Tom and Sam actually had an argument over it.
Yeah.
All I
One
know is
time.
that Ace brought you those.
Sam was like, "I did," and he's like, "No, yeah, I actually still have those
This other guy we know, Ace, brought him like these
Heinz
fake
supplements, He
pills,
brought
Heinz
these pain
supplements for
pills.
people that have AIDS.
Nice.
It
was
doesn't
great.
say that. It just says Heinz supplements, but it's funny as shit. Has a picture of me from 4th of July when I baked off my ass. Like, it was fun times. No, but I think Tom and Sam actually argue about that.
Mhm.
Last time they were here, they're like, "No, I did."
So what do you think, Scott? How's everybody else up there? You spoke to Mark?
Actually, yeah, Mark was here on Sunday, actually, hanging out with me all day.
Oh, yeah?
Well, a good part of the day, anyway.
Cool. So what else is going on, man? You got any other updates for Fat Davey? You want to entertain the masses?
No, you know anybody looking to buy a '69 Chevelle?
I don't know, but if
Convertible?
you're looking to buy a 69 Chevelle, where should they tell everybody to go to?
Call you.
Don't call me. You want them to email the Let's Be Frank show?
Yeah, exactly.
If
All
you're
right.
interested in a
Contact you. I'll give you
69
commission
Chevelle,
for
call
my
us here
car.
at 727-493-2055.
We're
Scott,
selling cars now.
Now, just so you
There you
know,
go.
the Jew in me has, and you could appreciate this. If I help sell your car, I get a 10% vig.
Yo, as long as you get over a certain amount, I give you 10%.
All right. So what's tell them about the car? Hold on. So if you want to buy this fabulous car, you can email Let's Be Frank with Dave Frank at yahoo.com. But please tell them what they can spend their money on.
1969 Chevy Chevelle, Malibu convertible. That is gorgeous.
Is that the red and black one?
Yep.
I think I just got chub.
Yeah.
How much do you want for it? Like 30 grand?
There's pictures on Facebook if you if you actually want to look at it, it's on there.
There you go.
You know what, Dave? We could raffle the car off.
Yeah, because one of your OTM events, what are we going to sell tickets for? $750 a ticket to get up enough? 30 people show up?
Yeah.
How much you looking for the
no,
car?
we auction it
$100
off.
a piece.
Like,
Oh,
How
wait
mu-
a minute, that wouldn't be enough.
How much do you want for that car?
Oh, I would like 20,000 for it.
So you're thinking that we can get 20 people to show up to one of the opening of Mike's events?
and like auction it off, like the highest bidder type thing. Put on,
Yeah, maybe you should put it on that show.
You probably
Mhm.
could do that. You probably could get people
Yeah.
to do that. Sell raffle tickets for it.
There you go. Raffle it off for a good cause.
Dude, you'll get like 45 cents
Yeah,
at one of
me.
Dave's shows. man.
Yeah. What are you gonna try? You're gonna try to pay off the second house?
Exactly.
Nice. I got this guy his first mortgage. I got him his house. I hooked him up. And
And
what
he's
does
still
he
talking
do?
to you?
Yeah, he still talks to me.
Somehow,
Yeah.
Dave. I don't know.
For a
He
period
works
in
magic.
time, I've had so many different jobs. I've done so many different things,
Mhm.
and I've helped my friends out the best I could along the way. I couldn't help too many people out when I sold guns and ammo because we were all too young to buy them. I was probably too young to sell them, but they said, sign the form. There you go, sir. Sell them this gun. That was a cool job. Remember Playtogs? Holy
Yep.
shit. That was the shit, man. That was like Walmart before Walmart got fancy.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
nice.
referring to Walmart as fancy in
Walmart,
comparison.
Well, I
what
don't know
it
about-
used to
well,
be.
Yeah, actually, I would compare it to some WalMarts because some WalMarts are real shitholes. So yeah, I
Yeah,
guess I would
definitely.
compare
It used to be.
that.
Did there used to be hay on the ground?
It was just like
There
a
still
cement
is hay on the
floor.
ground.
Was it like an
What are you
indoor
talking
flea
about?
market?
They have an indoor flea market
I
attached.
know.
Is the indoor flea market still there?
Yep.
There you go. Indoor
They have that
flea
at every Walmart. Don't worry. Even the new ones. Indoor-
market.
Was there a petting zoo like in
Yeah,
Woolworth?
and it's only like a stuffed animal section, but
The petting zoo was at our high school. It was all every graduating
He-
year
heavy
has
petting?
its own.
I had heavy petting.
Dude, we grew up in
Yes.
we graduated from Pine Bush, New York, which is close to Searsville Road. Which is it still known for the most UFO sightings?
I don't know about it. It's still currently to this day, but it's mentioned in the book Communion.
There you go.
nice.
Now that could be because of all the moonshine those motherfuckers are drinking out there at night. But
Very nice.
I don't know.
I remember, dude. Let's just talk about is what's her face coming on to do a show after me?
No, I'm just giving you a roundabout time.
Oh, so I'll roundabout let you know. Then I'll keep
Whatever.
going. This is Scott. Say hello to Frodo Baggins, our engineer.
Frodo Baggins.
Hey,
What's
Yes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Frodo, would you like to buy a '69?
up? Frodo. That's a cool name. What kind of name is that?
It's from
Hobbitish.
Yeah.
It's hobbitish.
What did he say? What is it?
Hobbit, like from the
Hobbitish.
Hobbits.
Yeah.
Frodo was the guy. What was the name of the movie again?
So that's
Lord
not
of
his
the
The
real
Hobbit,
name.
I believe.
No, it was not. The Hobbit's coming out. Frodo was in the original movie.
The
Oh, Lord of the Rings,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
Frodo is from The
Oh,
Hobbit.
okay.
Yeah, the Hobbit
Oh.
came first,
Hobbit
and
came
then
first,
the Lord of
yeah.
the Rings. But in the movie world, the Lord of the Rings came first, and now they're doing the Hobbit. So it's a weird progression of things.
I'm not
Kind of
doing
like
this again today.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's kind of like with the Star Wars, trilogy.
basically.
What
yeah.
happened first came last, just
They
like
did
in The
five-
Godfather.
See,
what
Peter
happened?
Jackson directed 5, 6, and 7, and now he's going back and doing 1, 2, and 3. So
Yeah, you lost me as soon as you said Peter Jackson. But you know what I was watching the other day? I was home from work and I caught like every.
Wait, let me guess. Porn.
No, I meant on TV. Porn is for the computer. We had
Oh.
porn going before. Dave was watching it on his phone.
Yeah.
This girl was sticking her finger in her. I think she had 2 fingers in her
Two.
butthole.
She started with one, then she asked you if you wanted two, and then she.
Well, you don't have to ask
One
if
and
we
two.
want to see 2. That's just the
But-
fucking
but it's-
given.
Dave's
it's
watched
the-
this particular porn several times.
I have.
It's just today. He's memorized all the grunts and ahs and questions.
Yeah,
So he knows. He could recite it for you now.
I'm probably good.
Please
There you
don't,
go.
because we'll lose all the listeners that aren't listening right now.
Damn it! I have a popular show.
I
Don't
know,
say nobody's
kidding.
listening. Just because I had to call Scott and tell him to call in tonight doesn't mean that
No,
people don't
are
listen.
listening to you, brother. I
Just
know.
the fact that it hasn't popped up again.
Yeah, wait, no, tell us about you. You were just in the top 45 on Podomatic.
Yeah,
or
what's it
something.
go- I heard
Or
that.
what was
I
that?
got up to the top 32 shows on Podomatic
32?
this week.
Nice.
Yeah, so I often get up into the top
Yeah.
50 on
I know.
Podomatic. Stitcher Radio, we've made it into the top 100 once or twice.
That's pretty impressive.
And I don't really track the iTunes, but I know we're rated pretty good. I have like a
Good.
number 6. Hopefully 6 stars is only out of like 7 or 8,
Yeah.
not out of like 120.
No, that's good. That's good.
Oh yeah.
You gotta advertise more.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you sponsor my show?
Yeah, sell the 69 Chevelle and
what does
and
a
sponsor.
sponsor do?
You hand Dave money, and then
Yeah, you
he
give Dave
thanks
money.
And
you
I
for it.
talk about you.
Every
Like,
week.
send
He's
Dave
like,
money, like he's my kid. I adopt him.
hand him.
Yeah, it's basically like that. It's exactly for the price of a cup of coffee.
Wait a minute. This would be nothing different than what it was before. You probably used to spend more than $60 a month on the fact that I was in your house mooching on your food and other substances for years when I
True,
lived
that
up the
is
road.
For the
True.
price of a cup of coffee, you'll get a letter every week
Yeah.
expressing what Dave's doing
And a picture.
with a picture.
Yeah, if you send us
shit.
money to sponsor Dave's show, I will write you a letter every week telling about Dave, and we'll take a picture and send it to you. Absolutely every week.
Is the picture going to be
that's
of
pretty
Dave?
Funny.
Well,
you
I don't
get-
know. It might be of somebody else, like
you get
hot
a-
women or
Listen,
something.
I've seen Dave every day for many years of my life.
Let,
I'm
let's
not
get
quite sure if I need to be.
let's
sent
take a picture of Dave in like a white shirt in a puddle of mud, like eating a bowl of cereal, just looking really sad at the camera, and we'll be like, "Would you like to support the Dave Frank show?"
We need to throw dead flies at him too, or something.
Listen,
while
you're
he's eating cereal.
We'll hire that one guy that one guy with the big white beard to come out and be like, "Look at Dave. For only the price of a cup of coffee, you
Listen,
could feed Dave."
You were
for-
talking to somebody who's been at me at multiple, what kind of events should we say? Camping trips, pot fest, acid trips from when we were
Oh,
like
God.
the early 20s, when we went to like the reunion of Woodstock, when we went to every stupid event that we can get rained on, muddy, and be
Yeah.
stoned and try shit that we could find. So
Yeah.
we did a lot of stupid shit, man. I did a lot of stupid shit. Why do you think I am the way I am today? That's why I had to give all that crap up.
You don't kid yourself. We still do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they just don't.
Probably just not as many drugs.
Yeah, the
No.
drug stupid shit are out of it. I just do like normal stupid shit.
Nice.
Could you imagine if I was still a big? Why don't you move that microphone in a way that you could make just a little bit more fucking noise?
I'm gonna move this one too and make more noise.
Yeah,
too.
go ahead.
Sorry.
Just destroy the phone and the whole
Anytime.
show and everything. You fucking bastard. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Now we
we
got
were talking about drugs and don't do them anymore. And
Oh yeah, drugs.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's funny because I had
Is that what we were talking about?
last week we had comedian Josh Blue on,
Uh-huh.
and he lives out in Colorado, in Denver, and he was talking about because that's one of the states where they just passed the you could smoke drugs or pot legally.
You're allowed to carry up to an ounce. On
Yeah.
your
up
belt.
to an ounce.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, when you're traveling around, what do you just go to a town and get yourself a new toy everywhere? Do you travel with a toy? And he goes, no, Dave, I'm a fan of the apple. I smoke out of the apple. And I was just like, that is fucking awesome.
Mm.
And it was great because he goes, the apple's only good for about 2 days because after that, it's, how do you finish it off?
Shit.
No, it's
Dead.
compost.
Compost. Yeah.
You were on the show last week, you fucking bastard.
You forgot what you were gonna say 2 seconds ago, and I can't remember something a week ago. And I'm an
I'm
asshole.
not important. Josh Blue was important. Do you think I'm important?
No,
Fuck you.
only a little bit, but okay. a
This is
lot.
my hour. I am the most important thing that happens in my hour.
Yes.
Although we're
true.
now at, it's exactly an hour.
Yeah, it's been
In
an
the
hour.
in the context of the show.
Scott,
See,
are
so
you-
now
are,
we can make fun of you. It's been over an hour, so you're not
over an
important
hour.
anymore.
Scott, are you happy that I
Exactly, your
dragged you?
hour's over.
Are you happy that I dragged you into this?
Sure, I don't care.
All right, just checking. Aren't you excited? You are live on the Let's Be Frank show. What was that?
I said I would have just been laying in bed watching the Jets game.
Nice. See?
Yeah, so you could hang out on the air with losers as opposed to professional losers.
Exactly.
Yeah, fucking you ain't joking.
I know they're playing the Tennessee Titans tonight. I think, right? So,
Yeah.
so you see, there's a whole field full of losers. Neither team's going to the playoffs. Like, it's
The
noble.
funny thing is, yesterday they're saying that the Jets have a better chance of making it to the playoffs than the Giants. Could you imagine that?
Oh man, that's awful.
Like statistically, like because the teams the Giants have to play
Yeah,
and the teams the Jets have to play, like are all should be easy wins.
pretty much. Yeah,
But the Jets will blow it anyway. It doesn't,
Yeah.
they don't even deserve to go. And I'm a Jets fan.
yeah.
We're all
Okay,
we were
since-
all a little bit of Jet fans because it was fucking a lot easier to get tickets to go to see the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, every time we went to Greg's house, where we mainly hung out when we were kids, the Jets were, he always watched the Jets.
Yes.
Now, just to ask, were you happy about getting Tebow this year, or did you give a shit?
Oh no, I was not happy, but I really don't give a shit mostly, but I wasn't happy about that.
Why not?
That was a bad. Yo, listen, why did they get them? Just to sell jerseys. That's all they, Why
So-
did they get them?
So they had a main plan. They wanted to improve on their income factor,
Mm-hmm.
and it probably worked.
Really, like, believe that. I really believe that jersey sales, because he was so big last year. His
Yeah.
name was so big. This year, they probably sold a gazillion jersey, made so much money off of him already. He'll be gone at the end of this year.
Yeah, definitely.
So
And he'll have a much, much bigger
the only
wallet.
thing I could say is jersey sales. That's it.
Hey man, whatever
Mhm.
keeps them open.
Yeah.
When it comes to watching the Bucks in Tampa, they rarely even put them on TV because they can't sell out the fucking stadium.
Yo, they're doing good. Weren't they doing good this year?
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
mean people want to go watch them. Florida is, or at least the Tampa Bay area, I say overall sucks for supporting their teams.
Well, the
it's-
problem with the Tampa Bay area is that we're all sort of either if the Bucks are winning, we're all bandwagon
We're
fans for the
bandwagon
Bucks.
jumpers, yeah.
But the other thing is everybody in this area is from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
when
yeah.
you go see a regular, like I've seen this before at like Lightning games where if Detroit's here playing, it looked like a Detroit home game. Or
Yeah.
other stuff. Giants when they come down, or
Yeah, but we don't even go to support our
when they
teams
come
at the
to-
Bucks Stadium. You can't fill it up.
Oh, I
they
know, not
can't-
anymore.
No.
Well, they're
They
not playing
can't
anybody
fill
good
up
anymore.
enough.
So
They don't
there
play
aren't
anybody
enough
good.
original people from Florida, I think.
Well,
is the
yeah.
whole
well, the
point.
thing-
Like,
the thing
'cause
is
people it's such a melting pot of people.
Yeah.
There's more people
Yeah.
from New York. They rather see a New York team play than a Florida team
Yeah.
play.
Dude, you would love going to baseball games down
Oh
here. Bro.
yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
well, that's it. That's
Dude.
the thing with football is the reason why it's
We're
not.
talking
the
about
same
baseball.
Way,
How'd you just jump to football?
well, no, the reason why it's like baseball, they pack more than the Rays is when the Yankees or when Boston's here.
yeah,
I
because
don't
you
care
have so
about
many
none
people.
of that.
Football,
Dude,
there's-
I'll go see the worst two teams in the league go play at the Trop. It's air conditioned and it has beer.
and it's cheap
It's
as
an
shit.
air conditioned baseball stadium.
awesome. Right?
It's got a roof on it. It's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
But
They
it's
didn't have
cheap.
nothing like. I got down here, Scott. I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, I walk into this place and it's covered, and I'm telling you, the top bleacher at the Trop is like where the bottom bleacher starts at Yankee Stadium. So these people are
Well,
bitching.
we got a new Yankee Stadium now.
I
Don't
understand,
Mhm.
but they're
Yeah.
complaining that what's the Trop hold, like 30,000?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
at least.
If they could ever sell it out, but the top row is like where the bottom row starts.
Yeah.
In Yankee Stadium. From the top row where they sell the $3 Del Secchis,
Yeah.
you could read until you get too fucked up, you could read the names on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
There is not a bad seat in that stadium.
Oh, they're definitely
no,
not
they're all
nosebleed
really good.
seats.
And it's air conditioned. I don't know if I could
There's
say that
probably
a
a lot
base.
of bad seats in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
It's all about the money here in New York.
hell yeah. But if you make it, if you could keep consciousness when you get to that high evolution of the top row without needing a gas mask
Yeah.
Elevation.
elevation.
Dave,
Listen,
do you remember when me and you went to see wrestling when I won the tickets from the Opie and Anthony show?
absolutely.
Oh,
we
nice.
we were against the back wall.
All the
at
way up.
Madison Square Garden. All
Oh.
the way. There was no seats, but we were at the tippy top.
Yep.
where like
and
if you
everybody looked
lean
like
forward, you
ants in
might
the
fall.
arena.
Oh hell yeah! It was loud, dude.
Oh my
Who did you
god!
get to see?
Dude, was that the
I think
one?
you get to see.
I think that was the one when Vince McMahon came out and told his wife he wanted a divorce. Was that the one?
It might have been. It might have
Nice.
been. I don't remember.
Yeah.
All I remember is everybody looked like ants. We were so high in the air.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that was the one because that was one of the last ones that I've seen in New York because I've been down to him and I was there with you once and I was there with my grandfather Arnold once. So I'm pretty sure it was me and you that got to see him say that he wanted a divorce from Linda, which was
It might have
great.
been.
That was great for me, man. I was so happy that you won those tickets.
Yeah.
It was awesome. See,
Yes, it was.
but dude, what else should we talk about? What else is going on up there, man?
Mhm. But why'd you leave this town? Because nothing goes on up here.
I got a
Yeah.
job offer that didn't work out. That's why I left. I got a job offer.
Yeah, but you looked elsewhere for work. Why though? Because there was nothing here.
Yeah, but you got to remember that place found me. I had put in on a resume because I used to be in the manufactured housing industry. I had my resume online, and somebody from Chicago called me and asked me if I wanted to move out there. And I was like, shit, yeah, I'll move out there. They didn't tell me the job was going to suck. They weren't like, hey, come on out here for this shitty job. They were like, hey, Dave, look at this big, beautiful building in the the office was in the John Hancock building. And it's just everything's done. It's a $500 million company. They offer me a great salary. I live for free. They pay all my electric bills. They're supposed to pay me the commission. They never told anybody I was coming. So the manager that I was replacing was still there when I got there to introduce myself. That was just a horrible start.
Okay.
And then,
I agree. I have to cut you off. I agree with Gwiggy. You need to write this.
Yeah.
Because that is hilarious. That's a hilarious story, and I'm surprised you've never said that on stage. That's funny.
it doesn't, dude, it gets worse.
Like the manager's still there. I'm walking his office. It's all
The
still
manager,
there.
I'm like, hey.
I had to tell him he was fired.
I was like, I'm here to, I'm your replacement? Oh, well,
Like
hi.
they didn't even tell him.
They didn't tell him.
They didn't even know it was coming.
None of that happened. And then they tried messing with my money.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 2.5, 3 months into the job, and they tried to take, because I had a salary, and they tried to take away. I was getting like $700-800 a week plus a commission, plus I lived they paid for my housing, so it was a great job. And they tried to make me an $8 an hour employee.
Oh no.
So I'm like, all right, I got to go and talk to the owner of the company. So I go back, I drive back down to the John Hancock building in Chicago, and I go up to this 80-year-old man who had originally, in his office, he's looking out over the lake, and he throws his arm around me, telling me about how great it is. So I go up to his office, and I throw my arm around him, and we're looking out over the lake. And I'm like, so, this is what you guys are doing to me. You're messing with my pay. I moved halfway across the country, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, you know what, Dave? You're right. We're not going to mess with your money. Here's your salary back. And I'm like, you sure? He goes, yeah. He sticks his hand out to shake my hand. I shake his hand, and I say, here's your 2 weeks notice. I quit. But I needed to make this old man admit to me that I was right. And then I quit. And that same day, somebody called me, and that's how I wound up in this fucking godforsaken shithole, Florida. Because somebody randomly calls me and says, hey, Dave, you want to run my community in Florida?
So basically what you're saying is you make bad decisions.
Yes.
You got it. I'm glad you read between those lines.
Like you didn't do it right away. Like I'm not going to get married again. Like I know that. Like if someone comes up to me and says, hey, Dave, you want to? No. I'll be like, no, that's okay.
Scott thought I
You
was
get called
married.
up and they're like, you want to move somewhere? Yeah, I'll move there. Don't. What's the job? I don't fucking care.
How many times you been married?
Just once.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you'll probably make a mistake.
Yeah, probably
I've
will.
never been married,
Yeah.
but I've been with my girl for many years, and
It's like a
I
marriage.
would, we don't want to get married because, a lot of people who get married end up getting divorced.
It's true. It's the leading cause.
Yeah. So once that piece of paper comes into play, it's all over.
As long as it's like the best way to stop smoking is never start. I mean,
Exactly.
Speaking of stopping smoking.
oh my God,
David.
I didn't mean to do that.
Dave Hines. I come walking in.
Oh my God,
Scott, you may want to try
I
this.
didn't even mean to set myself up for this, but I did.
Whatever, you're just a dumbass. So I walk in and Dave's smoking one of these electric cigarettes. It's the replacement for a cigarette, right? You're supposed to smoke that instead. So I'm like, Dave, you doing pretty good? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so you haven't been smoking cigarettes? And he goes, well, no, I still smoke fucking cigarettes. And I'm like, what? What's the point? And he's like, well, I'm indoors.
I'm not buying them.
So you quit buying cigarettes?
Yeah, I just quit buying cigarettes.
So you bum cigarettes?
Every now and then. I might
So if
have
I
a cigarette.
if I still
And those
smoked,
electric ones, you could smoke anywhere. So
Yeah.
you're good.
But you know what's funny? I had somebody, and it was a girl that I met down here. Her name is Jalissa, and she's originally from Newburgh, New York. Scott knows where that is.
Yeah.
And her mom, I see her smoking this electric cigarette. And I'm like, what are you doing? I don't remember you smoking. And she's like, oh, my doctor says it's good for my memory, the nicotine. Like, what?
What?
She smokes the electric cigarette to get nicotine to improve her memory.
Actually, that's actually true.
Like, I'm going to believe you because you
No,
have
no,
Clark Kent glasses on.
No, I'm serious. It's actually true. Nicotine, it induces
Bliss?
It's not like for your memory, but it's like it makes you focus. The nicotine.
Really?
It's actually true. It is.
Nicotine makes you focus.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go research this. And
It
call
does.
in next
I'm
week
serious.
and let
It's
you know.
Yeah, 'cause
it's
I remember-
actually true.
I remember when I first started smoking cigarettes many years ago, and I haven't smoked a cigarette in
Yeah.
God almost 20 years or so. They made me lightheaded. I couldn't focus on shit.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying like you smoke a cigarette and you're going to be like a fucking genius, but you know, I mean, that would be ridiculous.
You are living proof of that you're definitely not going to be a genius after smoking a cigarette.
I'm proof of that also.
But it's true, you know. It's just
How much is a pack of cigarettes in New York now?
I'm guessing
10
11
and change, I
10 and
believe.
change?
I don't buy them here in New York. Though.
Last time a
we
friend
go to
told me in
PA,
the
it's
in the
$130
city they were
for 2
$11.
cartons.
$130 for
for
2
2
cartons. How long does that last?
A week.
Damn.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
smoke a carton a week, or if you smoke 2 for yourself?
One for me, one for Sue.
So that's like you cutting back, actually, isn't it? Didn't you
Yeah.
used to smoke like 2 packs a day?
Well, the weird thing is my week is up, and I still have 2 packs left. So this week I really just smoked a pack a day.
All right,
Instead of
everybody.
a little bit more than a pack a day.
Damn.
That is awesome. Why don't you go get
Yeah,
one of them fake
great.
cigarettes? You can cut it down to like a half a pack. It's not as
Fuck it.
fun.
If you're gonna do it, do it.
If you're gonna go with a smile.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, man. So this has been fun. I may have to call and aggravate you some other random time, but I'll probably call your cell phone.
First to
do
make
that.
sure it's
Unless it's after Christmas season, you know. After the 24th, it don't matter.
After
Oh,
the
okay,
24th,
after the 24th.
let's see if I remember this correct. Up until 10 o'clock, it's okay to call. After 10 o'clock, your fingers are broken.
well.
Yeah, listen, if you called after 10 and it wasn't during this time, she wouldn't give a shit.
As long as it wasn't a
Like-
Friday
like
or
if it was,
Saturday
you know,
night.
especially because you're with the radio show, she wouldn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if you just called here for no reason at 11 o'clock at night, she'd probably be a little bent if you woke her.
Does happen.
But the sad part is I got to live with her.
You're lucky
You
to
know,
live
so
with
it's
her.
worse on me than it is on you.
No.
Actually, I should. Yeah, it's true because she is pretty rough on you too, Dave.
Yeah. When
And
I
I'm
was
like,
at
she loves you.
yeah, I mean, I've taken my share of abuse from Sue.
Yes, you have.
Although Sue saved me once from making out with a girl that at the time I didn't know I didn't want to make out with.
What was the story there? Did you start making out with this girl and then Sue said, "Hey, don't stop making out with her"?
No, she just kind of let me know I shouldn't go down that road because there was things there that I might not want to have jump over to my body.
A penis?
Yo, wasn't that at the Cove? Yo, why do I remember this?
I don't want to say any names or anything, but
I know, that's funny.
so
I'll ask Sue tomorrow. She'll
yeah,
remember.
I'll text you to who it is. I know who it is, obviously, but whatever. I'm sure.
And I remember this instance. I remember it. I clearly remember it.
You know what I
just
remember?
can't remember who it was.
One of the things that I remember the most is when, and we're going back to drug conversations because I did a lot of drugs when I was younger. But we were at, do you care what I say about drugs, Scott? Anything within reason?
I don't give a fuck.
All right. So we were at Sue's house, which was on top of a gay bar in
Nice.
a town
It was
called,
really a lesbian bar.
yeah, okay, whatever. They're gay too. A lesbian
I
bar.
understand, but
Just for clarification.
Yes, for clarification, what was the name of the bar? Mary's?
Maryland's.
Maryland's.
Nice.
So we're at Maryland's, and Sue lives on top of this bar. And it's me, Scott, and one of our other friends, and Sue is there. And it started off with us smoking pot and taking some mushrooms.
As most stories start off.
Yes. And we were tie-dyeing shirts because Sue had a tie-dye your shirt kit.
Nice.
And
Yo,
this is,
that was the night when I tried to put mushrooms in the pill capsules and they didn't work.
yes, and we were smoking them out of the bowl because you were like, I don't like the way mushrooms taste. So I'm like, all right, I'll smoke them with you. So then there's the bar is right underneath. So I'm like, I'm going to go down and get a drink. So I go down to get a drink. Now, I've been drinking, I've been smoking, and I've been, I guess, eating and smoking mushrooms. This is, oh my God, like 20-something years ago. And there's a guy I know who's a cop comes walking into the bar. And he's like, hey, Dave, let's play a game of pool. I'm like, okay. So I'm fucked up beyond all recognition talking to this guy who's telling me that he's an undercover cop and he's working around people that are on drugs and he can sniff out anybody that's on drugs. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's going to bust me. And then I'm like, holy shit, this guy is totally clueless to the fact that I am fucked up, foobarred, and he's telling me that he could see anything. And I'm like, well, there goes that famous NYPD training course.
Yep.
Man, I think we just discussed way too many memories.
Probably.
I think I admitted that I had a problem when I was younger.
Yeah, and you made out with women that you weren't supposed to because she would have gave you
No,
herpes.
I didn't make out with her. Sue saved me.
Oh, okay.
Because the girl
Yeah.
liked me a little, and I was like, I'm game. Somebody says, yes, I'm game. That's pretty much the rule.
Yeah, pretty much a good rule.
And, yeah, it's bad
Yeah,
when they
Dave,
say no.
Thank God we don't have time because I could tell another girl story about you
Which one?
at my brother's bar.
Oh, I tell
To
that
bang
story.
me. And I said no, but she could bang my friend.
And I
And
did
you
the
said
deed.
yeah. And you had to drive with your hand out the window.
Oh, it was horrible. It was the worst, foul, disgusting. Let's just say there was like a Brillo pad and Ajax and all sorts of things involved to get rid of the. I needed to be cleansed. It was so bad that these guys broke the
Yo,
door
we had to
down.
sanitize the back room of the bar. What are you
Dude, that
talking
was the
about?
night. Dude, I don't care. That was the night that it went down mobster style.
Yeah, it
You
sure did.
broke down the door. I got my pants and my underwear down to my ass. I'm bumping away on the smelliest fucking vagina in the world. And then I got to go home and just scrub up. I come back and there's a brawl for it all at the bar.
Damn.
Oh, the owners are fighting. People are getting knocked the
brawl
fuck out.
for it all.
Oh, it was awesome,
And
dude.
we won the brawl for it all.
And you did.
Downloaded it all in your mom's van. Remember?
Yeah, we went. We got
Oh,
my mom's van.
Lord.
We loaded up Dave's like, just get, his brother Bobby's like, just Dave, give all this food to your mom. They had all these chicken wings and all this frozen
Nice.
stuff in the freezer. So I'm like, yeah, Mom, Bob had a fight and destroyed the bar, and he gave us all this. And thank you for letting us borrow your van. And she was like, what? What happened? What?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
We had a lot of fun. I remember we used to do, up in New York, we used to have massive snowstorms.
Mm-hmm.
And after my parents split up, fact of the matter is, snowstorms meant you go to Dave's house and party your ass off while his mom made you potato latkes.
Nice.
Yes.
So there'd be like 4 or 5 of us curled up in my bedroom.
That's
Just
a party, huh?
we were just whacked. I don't know. We'd probably go through like an ounce of weed in a weekend amongst 3 or 4
Nice.
people. There was a girl that I had a crush on way back in the day, who walked in a snowstorm to my house because she had a fight with her parents.
Nice.
Oh man, it was great. We did so many stupid things. Whew, man.
Yeah, we did some stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that I wish
back.
I wish that I was filthy rich so I can continue to do those stupid things.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun.
Oh my God, could you imagine how hugely obese I would be if I was still a pothead?
Mm-hmm.
I would be like another 150 pounds. I would be the next guy to get lifted out of a fucking window because I
I
didn't,
don't know. I
didn't
haven't
have to
seen
cut
you
out the
recently.
door.
You were kind of big last time I saw you, Dave. How
Yeah,
big are you
but-
now?
Yeah, but if I were like a huge pothead still, and I could just they have a McDonald's like walking distance from my house. I'm not saying I would walk there, but it's in walking distance.
The funny thing is I smoke pot all night long. I get up, I eat food all night long, and I'm skinny as a rail. I can't gain weight. I don't know what's going on, dude. That's the only thing that's changed up here is I can't gain weight. I'm skinny.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I found some old pictures from when I used to think I was fat, and I was like, "Holy shit! Look how skinny of a kid I was. My waist was in the 30s. Holy shit!"
Mm-hmm. I remember those days.
You know, the sad part is, Dave, I'm in 32s and I could pull them down.
32.
Like if I don't put a belt on, I could just pull them down.
Dude,
Nice.
And I used
I
to be
think I-
38s.
I think I came out of high school wearing a 38 Husky.
That's what I was, 36, 38, husky.
Man, dude, I'd be happy to be a 38.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'd be prancing up and down in a fucking G-string if I were a 38. Are you kidding me?
Please don't ever let that happen.
That would be
Yo,
like,
you just gave me a fucking flash from the movie Chuck and Larry.
Ah.
Going in that gay parade, the dude's in the little G-string, the big fat dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Gwiggy's dressed in that right now. What are you
I
talking
am.
about?
That's my normal costume for the show.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what's fucked up? I'm off from work tomorrow, so I ain't got shit to do. We could sit here for fucking hours.
No.
I know
Crazy.
Scott's going to be up because he could barely sleep at night. How's your back
actually,
been?
I went for injections last Thursday, and they actually worked out all right. I feel not that I'm healed, but I feel like some relief from them.
Dude, you're never going to be healed. You've been rocking a back problem for 15
No,
years.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I have degenerative disc disease. My discs are disintegrating. They're going.
Dude, as much as I love this guy, one of the funniest things that I hated to watch was him so broken that he had to be on like the foot ottoman part of your chair.
Mm-hmm.
Like in order for him to get around his house, he had to lie with his belly on that because it had wheels. And it was almost like we had to push him around the house. It was fucking
They
horrible.
did too. That's the saddest thing.
Nice.
I had to call up my buddies to lift me off the floor to put me onto this thing to get to go to the bathroom or whatever. And yeah, that sucked.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I could probably do an hour of material if I go back and listen to this show. I could definitely write some shit.
That's what you got to do, brother. Start working on this.
Scott, you don't care
Great
if I
stuff.
start making fun of material about you, right?
I don't give a
See,
fuck.
look, you don't care, man. It's
If
all
I
good.
if I ever get paid, I'll give you some royalty rights.
And at one time I want to do the Dave Frank
when I take you
fund.
to court for the
Be like,
royalties, I'll win. 'cause
for
you
the
already
price of a
said it.
cup
See
of
that
coffee,
shit?
you can feed Dave Frank for a year. You'll get a letter every week,
Yes.
pictures of Dave Frank.
Uh-huh.
Look
You
at
know-
how sad he is.
You know what I'm thinking about right now? Something I miss is Mama P's homemade fucking hot sauce.
Yeah, I made that a couple months ago.
Oh my God, that was the best thing. Now I'm kind of past that. Now I eat things that are so hot that's not hot to me anymore, but the flavor of it was phenomenal. Because now I'm just stupid. I eat things like Dave's Insanity sauce with the Gulen, the habanero and the ghost chili peppers. Just stupidity hot.
And then you wipe your eyes.
Oh, that happened once, dude. Once I was chopping them up and I touched my face, and then another time I touched myself and my whole shaft was fucking burning. Dude, it was horrible. Fucking horrible. Hot peppers and pulling your pecker just do not mix.
Definitely not.
Dude, the only thing was worse
that
was
was
I thought I had washed up enough once, and I had a girl come over that I had met from Match.com. Well, apparently there was a little bit too much spice on my hand for her, because when I went down to play with the vajayjay, she got a little upset. Well, she was not earning for the burning that she got.
A little hot and spicy down below.
Yes, it was a horrible experience for her.
That's great.
I now find it funny. I remember when Scott thought I was going to move away and fall in love and get married.
Well, you moved away.
They moved away.
I moved away. I fell in love. Then I moved away from the love, and we kind of tried to keep it going for a couple of years, but I didn't get married.
Nice.
You were pretty sure. You were like, because I didn't have a lot of girlfriends.
Well, he's 2/3 sure then. There you go. See?
Yeah, I used to just hang out with my buddies. I didn't worry about that other shit. You know, when ass came strolling by, it came strolling by.
There you go.
It just didn't often come strolling by.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, excuse me, Scott, is there anybody random in your house that I could do? No, that didn't happen. Because if I wasn't at my house, I was at Scott's house or at work.
Nice.
Yeah. Or my house.
Right. We had a lot of fun up there, man. I should fly up so we could have a poker game.
It's funny. I've been saying that.
I should fly up and play poker?
Well, I go every Wednesday. I play at one of my buddy's house, but it's not as fun as at my house.
Absolutely not.
It was because we play with. I mean, I had a good time, but it's with a bunch of older Italian guys.
Why it gotta be
They're
Italian,
dead in their
bitch?
ways
How
and
come you can't let a
change
Jew
the
or a
rules.
brother in? Why it gotta be Italian? Why can't a Jew play? Or
Well,
a
if you
brother?
come up, you'd be able to play with us. We're not afraid to take anybody's money. Everybody's money's green.
Nice.
Is that a table full of Tommies?
We're an equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Is that a table full of Tommies? Is that what you're telling me? What did I used to
Yeah.
call Tommy that he used to hate? Was it Rockstar or something?
I think Rockstar.
Yeah, I used to call him Rockstar because he used to go to the gym back in the day when I worked out. He would go to the gym and he would never take his sunglasses off
Nice.
in the gym. So I'd be like, oh, no, it was Hollywood Tommy. That's what I would
Hollywood,
call
that's
him.
it.
Hollywood
Tommy,
Tommy.
that's
That
it.
was it,
Nice.
man.
Hollywood.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know what's funny, Scott? This show is probably exciting for me and you and anybody in New York that knows us. But the two lamos sitting next to me are like, damn, why did Dave invite me here? if
Yeah,
he was
we
just
didn't
gonna
really
fucking-
give a shit for the last hour
That's okay.
at all.
I don't.
But it's all right because it's my show. And
I know. We're fucking
America, maybe I'll advertise Scott Pizzulo called in.
Scott Pizzulo.
Pizzulo,
If you can spell it.
Pezzullo. I could spell it. I was probably the first French.
If you
to
can
be
spell
able
it,
to-
you win a 67.
Did you learn how to spell it before Scott actually learned how to spell his last name? 'Cause that would be impressive.
I learned how to. I'll say I learned how to spell Pizzulo before Scott learned how to spell lettuce. That's all I'm gonna say. Scott got
What do you
quiet
talk
on that
about?
one.
agree
Neither
with
you
that.
bitches can spell lettuce. What the hell's the matter?
What's that?
Well, I said I might have to agree with Dave that he learned how to spell my last name before I had to spell. I learned how to spell lettuce.
Nice.
Dave's just a moron. That's
Yeah.
all.
I am.
It's not that I didn't know how to spell lettuce. It's just that when sometimes you just do things in a rush. You just write it like.
What's the
how it
screaming in
sounds
the
in your head.
background, Scott?
That's his
So
birds.
he happened to see
Oh,
a
it's
piece
his
of
birds,
paper
okay.
where I wrote lettuce, Letus.
Nice.
Lettuce.
Oh, let us.
I knew what I meant.
Letus. Let us. Right? Isn't that how lettuce? Isn't that it?
And then
Right.
next to it said reddish instead of radish. And then it said cumber next to bun.
Get the
Spelled
fuck
let's
outta
be
here.
let's be friends. I spelled let's be friends. Let's be in. Right? Isn't that how it
Yes.
goes?
So,
Yeah,
dude,
you know what's funny?
Let's
You know what
be
you're gonna
in.
get me yelled at for now? Because now I'm downstairs talking to the fucking bird. Do you hear my bird?
yeah,
Yeah, I
Dave
heard
was
the
just saying,
bird.
what's that in the background?
I thought that was like
Stop
your-
now.
Which bird is that? Is that
George,
so? That's the
African gray.
African gray. And do you still have the toucan, whatever that bird is?
Macaw, scarlet macaw.
Okay. So you still got so let
Toucan? Did you say toucan?
yeah, that's the kind of bird it is. I thought.
No, it's
Like
a
a toucan.
macaw.
Whatever. I'm not a bird.
The one's a
master.
macaw. And
Ask
the
me
one's
the
an
method.
African gray.
Ask me to explain to you cheeseburgers. I got that down. I don't got birds
Yeah, I'm
memorized.
sure you do.
I do not have the bird, but you got like a whole petting zoo at your house because you got the two birds. How many dogs right now?
4.
4 dogs,
Uh-huh.
2 German shepherds, and 2 mini pins.
Miniature pinchers.
So he's got 2 snacks around in case they don't come home, so the dogs have stuff to snack on. But
Shit.
those 2 little
Funny,
dogs are the
little
bosses.
ones rule the roost.
There you go. So I
They're
don't know,
old
man.
ladies now, Dave. They're 13 now. They're the bosses. The
13.
big dogs are afraid of that. Even though they're bigger and can hurt them, they're afraid of them.
I bet. So, man, I don't know. We've been on the show for a while. I don't know what else is going on. You guys, what do you guys got planned for tonight? Anything good?
Bed.
Yeah, man. It's
Your
It's-
plan is bed. Dave Hines, you going
I
out
w-
to
I
spread
was-
the AIDS anywhere?
I was thinking shots at Freaky Tiki.
Shots at the Freaky
Shots
Tiki.
at the
Good
Freaky
idea.
Tiki.
Shots at Freaky Tiki.
Yeah.
Scott, can you
Idea.
get down here to go for shots at the Freaky Tiki?
Yeah, I wish I could. That's the
Maybe,
funny
maybe,
part.
maybe trying to sell some hot women on sponsoring Dave Frank.
hmm
Look at him. Be like, for the price of a cup of coffee, you can you get a letter from Dave Frank
Dave Frank.
depicting how his week was.
and a picture of his bald
You get-
head.
Yeah, I
picture.
think you should post that on Facebook, Dave.
I think I will. I'm
Price
going
of a cup of
to.
Coffee.
I'm gonna take
I
a
think
picture
you
of a
should do
little
that. I
boy,
really do.
and I'm gonna like Photoshop Frank's
that-
face on it, and
Use,
be like,
use a picture of that little fat kid that wears the T-shirt that says "I fuck on the first
yeah.
date." That's what I want to do for my 69
And
cents a
I'm gonna-
month.
I'm gonna get. I'm be like, they be like, come on, it's not a lot. It's a cup of coffee. Sponsor him already. Look at him. He's not getting any fatter. Come on.
Yo, the funny thing is that guy could sell ketchup flavored ice pops to Eskimos.
Oh.
Yes,
I have been in
that
sales
is
for
true.
25 years now. I have been working on commission
I'm gonna get shirts. They
when I haven't been
sponsor Dave
fired
Frank.
for jobs for not doing it well.
Just because everybody returns the shit he sells them the next day don't mean nothing. He
Yeah,
still
it's no
sold
big
it.
deal. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They just buy it, return it tomorrow, but buy it now because I got to make quota. All right. It's like not even the end of the month yet. Fucking buy it. You can return it tomorrow. Who the
Yeah.
fuck cares? Buy a lot of shit. Yeah. Fucking buy.
Yo, listen, I seen that guy sell computers when computers first came out, and they were like, $2,000 to $4,000 just for like.
I can
basic
picture Dave
computer
Frank like
home
being like,
computers.
yeah, of course
Damn.
it does. Whatever the hell.
He
Yeah,
used to
exactly.
sell them like he was selling bottles
Whatever.
of water.
Whatever the hell.
You walk
Yeah,
in the
of
store
course
to
you
buy
can
a
fucking do
vacuum,
that with it.
you'd
What
leave
the?
with a computer.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember there was
Hey,
this.
listen, I'm
They
telling
would
you. How
sell
about
a computer?
How about this? You buy what I tell you to do. I'll buy you a case of water. You get a case of water and you buy the computer. Help you do your taxes. You don't do your taxes. You play Galaga, Angry Birds. I don't fucking care.
Dude, I remember.
You watch porn on it. Come on, we all like porn.
Dude,
Right.
that was back before there was porn. The only thing that you could do on the internet was use Prodigy.
Yeah, Prodigy.
Yeah.
That's when I sold computers.
Come on.
And yo, we got Frodo the engineer over there. Frodo Baggins is left. I just said
It's got
the
a
word
2.5
Prodigy.
operating system. Yeah, whatever it
Yeah.
does. Of course it does that. Yeah.
It's a 286.
I remember
I
when
think they
a
were like
14.4 modem
8088
was
or
like
some shit, the
fantastic.
first ones. Or some shit
I feel like,
that,
yeah, it
right?
plays like AOL 2.0.
What,
It
what,
took
Remember
me
that?
half an hour to download a picture.
Remember that?
There you
They're
go.
like boat anchors, whatever they were.
You can play Oregon Trail on it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, I remember when the big game was Tetris, Pitfall, Frogger.
I remember the little guy that lived in your computer. It was a program thing, and it was like the first like a virtual pet thing or whatever. It was
I
a
don't
little
know.
guy, and he lived in a house, and you can make him do stuff and like go and open up the door and watch TV.
I don't remember that one, man. I remember playing Where in the World is
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or what about what was the other
Cuber.
one where you used to have to try to get that guy laid?
Oh, Larry, Leisure
Suit
Larry.
Leisure Suit
Oh my
Larry.
God, that was like the first. That was like the first like interactive porn I think there ever was.
That
was
should have let
Leisure
me know
Suit
how
Larry.
hard of a time that I was gonna have in life getting laid.
We
Because
had-
I could barely get Larry laid, and it was a
We-
fucking game with rules.
We had one game called Seymour Butts, and what it was you were a guy and you tried to pick up chicks and then get them to have sex with you.
in the
Yo,
game.
Dave.
That was the game.
Yo, Scott.
The thing you just said, Seymour Butts.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is, I have this little thing called Seymour Butts,
Yeah.
and it's a little doll, and you pump this thing, and he drops his pants, and he shows you. His
Yeah.
ass.
Oh, I remember that. They used to sell them at Spencer's.
That's pretty funny.
I remember that. You stuck it on your window. It had a little suction
Yep,
cup thing,
yep,
and you
my
stuck it
buddies
on your
bought
yeah.
for me when we were kids, and another thing that I have from when we were kids.
And you press the air pump thing, and the guy
yeah.
pulls his pants down.
I
Yeah.
remember something from when I was a kid when Scott and Mark thought Dave had no fucking magic mojo, and we were down buying cigarettes at the tobacco store in the Orange Plaza Mall. What was the name of that tobacco store? Do you remember the name of it?
Yeah, I have no clue, but I know the story you're talking about.
Yeah, it was
when
a
you thought
tobacco
you were
store
funny,
up in-
fucking flapping the girl's phone number
Yeah.
behind your back to us.
Yes. So we go. I was never some suave motherfucker at picking up girls, but there's these two girls, and for whatever reason, I think they're being a little flirtatious with us. So we leave with our cigarettes, and we're driving out, and I think we're still in the '78 Cadillac that he had back in the day.
Nice.
And I'm like, yeah, man, I think I could have picked up those girls. And Scott's like, bullshit. And we're gone. I think we're gone. We're halfway out of the mall parking lot. I'm like, I could have done it. You guys don't even know. Turn around right now. I'll go pick them up. And all I hear is, and Scott spins the fucking car around. And now I'm like, fuck, now I got to do it. So we go in there. I couldn't tell you what the hell we were talking about. But we're leaving. The door's coming down. And I'm waving. I'm waving at them with my left hand. And in my right hand, I'm waving in my right hand the numbers that I got from both of those bitches.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You remember that.
Nice.
I didn't.
But we
I
never called the numbers to see if they actually gave them real phone numbers.
I don't think so. I think I lied to them and told them I was selling Avon or something.
Very cool.
You probably did.
Yeah,
I-
because that always gets a guy laid. Say, hey, ladies, I'm selling Avon.
Well, it probably was
How you
better than
doing?
any line I had back then. Considering I didn't get my first piece until I was 18.
Mm.
I got laid the first.
Yeah, he didn't get laid till he was 18 because he was the dude. We'd go to the bar, and he'd wait for the finest girl to walk through, like out of everybody's league,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd walk up to her, and he'd be like, we'd all go over because Dave wasn't shy. Like we were all kind of like shy, I guess, and he just wasn't. He talked to anybody, and I'm really not shy anymore, but like back then I was with girls.
Mm-hmm.
So we go over, he'd start talking. Next thing you know, he'd be like, so you guys want to leave? We'll go rent a hotel room and we'll hang out. Like, really? Seriously, the finest girl in the whole place, you're walking up to, asking her and her girlfriends if they want to go rent a room with us?
Well,
Serious?
Listen,
Didn't even ever say yes. That's the big
I
question.
don't even know if I remember to ask their names before I asked them.
Yo, I don't think he did ask names, and I'm not joking.
I remember there was a
You know,
great
you
lady.
got to start somewhere, but he always shot for the stars with the girls. That's for sure.
Listen,
Oof.
if you're going to ask out 100 girls, odds are one of them's going to say yes. So why not ask out 100 hot ones?
He's got a good point.
That's law of
I
averages.
suppose.
Law of averages. That's right.
What is it? 1 out of 10?
I don't know.
I think.
It can't be because I've been turned down by more than 10 in a row.
This is true.
Yeah, but
Oh.
listen, the odds change as you get older.
Yeah.
Because
They get better.
Your perspective on what's going on is different.
Yeah, what is-
when you're a
Yeah.
kid, you just
Or
looking
the
to
amount
get
of
your
or
rocks
the amount of
off.
coke.
When you're older, you might really be looking for a relationship or something.
It's easier. I get laid more now that I'm fat and old than I did
And
when I
they
was young.
invented the internet.
Oh, it's all because of the internet. I can't get laid unless I meet somebody online first.
That's fucking great.
Dude, thanks to Match.com, fake profiles, and pictures of other people, Dave gets laid.
Yeah.
Pictures of other people. What happens when you actually got to meet them?
I don't know. I put up a
You
picture
winged
of
it.
you, and then I just say I got fat and shaved my head.
Yo, that's fucking great. Yeah, that's fucking great. So one day Sue's gonna come home and kick me in the balls and be like, "Motherfucker, I see you're on Match.com. What the fuck?"
Dude, you know
no,
what's
no,
funny?
I swear it's Dave. It's Dave.
Dude, the last one of the last dating profiles I had gone on and I put a picture on that had me and two other girls in the picture. And you may have heard something in the background. That was this really stupid moron that calls himself the Almighty One trying to yell in. What did you try to yell in, JT? Almighty One, what did you try to
He's
yell
just
in?
JT.
The
What?
Almighty One should come
He's
on your
just
show for the
JT.
last show of the year.
You
Probably not.
Why? You were just on it. Why do you deserve? I'm having a conversation with one of my best friends from when I was 10 years old. Why should I let you come on the show?
Because I'm almighty.
Because he looks like he just baked a pizza. I don't
Dude,
know.
you are like a fat hobo
So
Jesus.
he wants to let JT on the
Yo,
show.
Dave Frank, you did not just call somebody
a
fat.
fat,
Dude,
Oh yeah.
I am the fattest motherfucker in the room. I could call other people
a
fat.
fat
He is
hobo,
fat, and he looks like a hobo
a
Jesus.
fat
He is a
hobo,
fat ugly bastard.
a fat hobo Jesus.
Jewish and Jehovah don't even go together.
The
you
hell, dude?
fucking-
Fat.
Go talk more about Hitler. What the hell, man?
A fat hobo
What is your
Jesus.
show about? Fucking bed
talking
nods,
about-
broomsticks, aliens. What are you fucking talking about today?
He's talking about how Hitler was
fat-
right tonight.
A fat hobo.
Exactly. He
The
was
gun
talking about
thing.
Hitler.
I'm
The
talking
gun
about the
thing.
gun thing.
Donuts are delicious.
You mean you're talking about the tragedy in Connecticut? Yes. Not
The
the
gun thing is the most intelligent thing he knows about
Yes.
how to say. That's his literary,
Continue.
college educated answer
In
for
the
all that
words-
shit. You know.
In the words of my friend Justin, will you please go back to the dumbification of America? Please go and just bring down the rest of you.
I'd be on your show.
Absolutely. Thank you for leaving.
Sorry.
Yeah, whatever, brother.
Fat,
Frodo, you're
fat-
fired.
That's
Fat-
you need to run in his show later.
Everybody wants fuzzy
Telling
chains.
you.
no, because
Everybody wants fuzzy chains.
everyone that gave us the beauty of fat hobo Jesus. All right, because I'm twittering that right now. Fat hobo. In fact, I am. I'm right now. I'm be like fat hobo Jesus. People are gonna.
Not on your
Seriously?
best day. You should leave.
Okay,
now.
did you just take two fictional characters and put them together?
He's that delusional.
He's that delusional.
This is a man who went
Dude.
on stage dressed in all white and a white hat that said, "I am the Almighty Whitey One," and the
Or
whole
just the Almighty Whitey. He didn't
all
even have
of-
the one until later
Oh,
when
yeah,
we said
all-
it was racist.
the entire area of Tampa Bay came together to hate him like he was the Muslim that
Well,
blew
he
up.
did it on himself too. He was kind of
Oh.
a dick at the open mic that one time too. So
He's a dick in real life.
I'm just saying, like he
I feel bad.
the whole
I would
story,
like-
the whole big thing about it was that he was at open mic, did a shitty job, just looked real pretty, real annoying. A good comedian got on stage and he's sitting there talking in the background, and so the guy that was on stage told him to shut the fuck up and stop being racist or go somewhere else. Some shit like that. That was basically the whole story.
Yeah, he is
So-
probably. Oh man, I want to
That's-
say that Kevin the Cashier is a better comedian than JT Byrne,
That would be true.
and I don't even think Kevin the Cashier does comedy anymore.
No, that's a
Bullshit.
toss-up. I don't know.
Bullshit, because
Who
Kevin
would you
the
rather
Cash-
see?
I'd rather see Kevin the Cashier.
I'd
because
rather see someone stabbing me in the face.
Oh, I would love to
With
see
it.
someone stab you in the face. Oh,
Fuck you.
If you'd like to stab Dave Hines
like-
in the face, call us here at 727
For the price of a cup of coffee,
2055.
You can stab me in the face.
speaking of stabbing in the face, remember that one time we were fucked up on acid, Scott, and we went running up into the woods and we
and
had
stabbed
ice.
each other in the face?
No, but we had ice picks to stab other people.
In the face?
If that's where they would have been.
That was me because I had issues when I did that drug.
Nice.
But the
I
only-
always kept a weapon with me.
Dude,
And
we used to have
and
this
my
spooky.
friends thought it was funny that I was like fucking psychotic when I did that. And we seen people like in the woods. Like I just lost my bearing. They weren't actually in the woods. They were kind of where we were going to hang out. And I'm freaking out going, yo, let's go fuck these. And they're all encouraging me. Yeah, come on. But they're joking. But I'm really not.
And it turned out that they were all our friends from high school,
Yeah,
and they
it
were
turned
just
out
fucked
that it
up
was
on the.
people we knew,
Yeah, they
thank
were just
God,
fucked up on the
because
other side of the hill.
I'm running through the woods with it was actually a chainsaw sharpener, but it looked like an ice pick.
That's awesome,
So
dude.
my friends thought it was funny to fuck with me and that's why I never did acid a lot because everybody fucked with each other so bad.
Dude,
It just wasn't like enjoyable.
dude, remember the one time I had a bad trip at your house because Bonnie was there and I thought you two were making out and we had to send her
Yes,
home?
I do.
Oh my God,
my
dude, there was this girl I
God.
had a huge crush on
Mm-hmm.
who later in life we went out and then her life, whatever, shit changed and people go their own ways.
Yeah.
So we were fucked up on acid and it started off with Scott had these goblins where you could take the eyes out and they would glow. Boglins.
Ogland.
So he's
They
got
were
the
these
eyes
little
out.
rubber creature
Yeah.
with like glow in the dark eyes. They were like this weird mushy rubber.
Well, and at the
And
end of the day,
When
he's
you
got
turn out the lights, the eyes would freak you the fuck out because you could actually put your hand inside of them and move them like a
Yeah.
real set of eyes.
So I was watching trails, and then all of a sudden, I thought I heard them making out, and I was like, "Bullshit!" I jump up and turn the lights on, and they're on like two totally separate sides of the room, and I'm like, "You got to go home. Fuck you," because she wasn't tripping with us. She was whatever.
Mhm.
I'm not. She just wasn't tripping. So I'm like, "You got to go home." She was so mad, and I had to tell Scott later why, and it was just
Yeah.
horrible. It was horrible. The worst trip I
remember
ever
that.
had.
Nice.
And then then there was the Special K night. That only happened
Oh.
once. I gave up everything after Special K. That changed me.
The chick from Breaking 1 and 2,
No,
Electric Boogaloo.
the horse tranquilizer that you're not supposed to snort.
That's even better.
Oh, I was so young and dumb.
Now, Dave, do you remember this? Do you remember that day?
When I hit my head on the wall,
No, when you did. Do you remember when the person's house we went to?
yes,
Okay, he's passed away now. You know that, right?
of course I know.
Oh, okay. But do you remember when he was kneeling on the floor trying to convince us when he
Yes.
sniffed that big line of it and he chased it with the Bacardi rum and then he took the little sip of Coke
Yep.
and then he passed the fuck out and he woke up and he like finished his sentence but he like double talked everything. Do you remember that?
100%, dude.
And then I'm like, fuck that, I ain't doing it. And you're like, fuck it, I'll try it. And then I wanted to murder you after that.
Yeah, but then you all tried it.
No, I didn't do it. Greg did. You and Greg tried it.
Oh, it was the worst thing. I think Greg tried it before me. I couldn't have been first.
Dave's following me around like he was my tail going, dude, I just wanted to stop. I just want this to be done.
Oh,
I
it
just
was
wanted to stop. I just
oh,
want it to be done.
It was horrible.
I'm going, dude, what do you want me to do for you, dude? You saw I didn't do it. Sit on the couch, relax. It'll be
I
over in
couldn't.
a little bit.
Ah, it was horrible.
Oh,
The only
God,
thing-
it was horrible for me, and I didn't even do it.
Dude, it was the only thing good about that night was that it set me straight for the most part. I gave up cigarettes. I gave up everything after that. I was like, I'm done. Then I came back and I had smoked weed for a little bit, and then I grew up and gave that up years ago. But man,
Fuck
What?
it, it's natural.
dude, yeah, it's
There's
natural,
so many other
but
things in this world that are worse for you than that.
yeah, it's just not something I could have in my life anymore. It's just
Well,
one
I
of those
understand.
things.
You got a corporate job.
Yeah,
Corporate
Me-
America sucks.
yeah. Well, for the most part, it's been good to me though. If it was that bad, I would be involuntarily losing weight.
Why? Because your commission checks wouldn't be big enough to feed you?
Yeah, I'd be going back to Big Lots, surviving on those dollar cans of tuna, or those 33-cent bags of macaroni.
The ramen noodles?
Hell no, I couldn't afford ramen noodles. I had to buy
Ramen
Mexican
noodles are like 10 for $10.
Dude,
10 for a
I had
dollar.
to buy. I was never big on all the salt. I used to have to buy the Mexican Modelo noodles. They were elbow macaronis. They were 7-ounce packages. You got 3 packages for $1. I ate for $1 a day. I ate macaroni. I was very broke down here for a long time. I ate macaroni
remember.
every single day for like 3 or 4 months. Sometimes like I'd splurge and I'd have like a bottle of hot sauce I'd put on that or a little butter because I couldn't afford like a $4
sauce.
bottle of ragu or Prego.
That's funny.
All
What
right.
we do in life.
So now that we have brought up everything or a lot of the shit bad that I've ever done in my life, whose fucking idea was this? Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah,
Why
it
did I
was.
do this to
I
myself?
have no idea, brother.
I don't know.
Damn.
Though let's list the good things that came out tonight. Hobo Jesus was brilliant.
Definitely.
Like as a T-shirt, I swear. When I start
Mhm.
making T-shirts next year, Hobo Jesus is going on one of them.
All right.
I
get a cut.
There was yes, you will. There was the Dave Frank fund for
69 cents a week.
69 cents a week
You could help
The
Dave
price
Frank.
of a cup
Um,
of coffee.
for the
Dave
price of a
Frank,
cup of coffee.
Go to a buffet. Maybe not.
Feed Dave Frank. He's wasting away.
Yeah, I wish I was wasting away.
And there was some other stuff that came out.
Not enough for you to remember what. Dude,
Not
are you
enough to
wearing
remember.
Oh, I know.
Skips or
Know what the
Keds?
really good idea was too?
What?
We're gonna go do shots after
We're
this.
gonna end shots.
Oh,
good idea.
shots.
And shots.
Are we going to do Jägermeister?
Yes.
We can do whatever, brother.
That's all we do. What the fuck are you talking about? There's nothing else. Other.
Yeah, but you're going to
That's all I
drink
do
like
is
a
Jaeger.
Jaeger bomb because you're
No.
a pansy.
I do. That's all I drink is Jaeger.
So you're not going to put none of that
No.
pansy
fuck
Red Bull
that.
in there?
Unless it's Monster. It's much better with Monster
Ooh,
than
fuck
Red Bull.
That.
It is.
You just put it on
But-
the rocks and
But straight
sip on
Jaeger.
it.
No, straight Jaeger. No chilled.
Are you buying the drinks aids, Dave?
I'll buy a shot. Yeah.
No,
Why
no.
not?
He's just
You'd
gonna
have to buy
one, not
shots.
No, I'm not. No plural.
Shots.
No plural.
There's
Just
three-
shot.
There's 3 of us here.
Shot.
Are you going to buy one shot for everybody or just
Yeah.
one shot for yourself?
No, I'm gonna buy one
finish your
shot.
sentence.
One shot for each.
He paused. Like
So
he
I will
had to
buy.
think
Okay,
about-
I will buy 3 shots. I'm not. I have to. I have to.
3 of us here.
You have to be careful about wording because I could get stuck with
Exactly.
like buying 5 shots, a beer, and a donkey by the time.
Why would there be a
Then-
donkey?
I don't
Why are
know,
you
but
going
you.
to Freaky Tiki to drink a donkey? What the hell?
It's the
If there's
drink.
a donkey
That's
looking
on their
girl
pa-
over there, I'll
It's the
introduce you to her.
freaky.
That's
It's
on their
the.
You guys
pamphlets.
must have hung
It's-
out with Dave
it-
before when he was drunk for you to bring up donkeys.
It's the
Yeah.
freaky. It's the freaky tiki. I mean, it's in the name. Shit's
Come
gonna
for
get
Monday,
freaky.
2 for 1 donkeys.
Shit's gonna get freaky. 2 for 1 DPs.
Nice.
What's up, bitches?
All right, guys. I
You know,
think we,
and Frank will sell people TVs and computers.
Oh yeah.
Like, just fucking buy it. Just buy it. You can check your
Buy it.
fucking Facebook and shit.
we are going to be selling these.
Bitch,
we
you
are
check
gonna
your MySpace. I don't fucking
be,
care.
we
Buy
are
it.
going to be selling
Return it tomorrow.
bottles of Dave Hines AIDS sweat.
Mhm.
You fucking dick.
It's good.
Oh my.
It's good for curing pimples. You just
Buy the
rub it
fucking.
right
Return
on.
it tomorrow. Fucking buy it now. I got quota to
Or throwing it
fucking-
at enemies that you don't like anymore.
Buy it now. Give it to your mom. Who cares?
Dude, you know
Return
what-
it tomorrow. It's Christmas coming up. Buy it. It's a perfect
Dude,
present.
you know what's been funny? People must be actually picking up on the show and they're remembering when they see me on stage because over the last 2 or 3 weeks, people have been coming into the store and they're like, didn't I see you on stage?
Nice.
Aren't you the guy that takes a picture of your pecker? And I'm like, yeah, that's me.
That's exactly what you want.
And then they ask,
Wait,
hey,
wait,
which
wait,
phone
wait,
did you
wait,
use to
wait.
take a picture
Can
of
I
your
ask
pecker?
a
I want one of
question
those.
What's that?
You're taking pictures of your pecker on stage?
Oh
What?
yeah.
I have a joke. You see, I guess that's how much you love me. You don't even fucking pay attention to the jokes or nothing.
Good
I
job,
post.
brother.
Thank you very much. I have a joke that I talk about, and
yeah, where he
Yeah.
takes a picture of his.
I don't take a picture of my penis. I just take a picture of that area.
He takes a picture of his fictional penis,
Yes, and it's a much bigger one. in
which
my
is much
fictional-
bigger than his fictional mind.
In my joke, I'm hung like a fucking elephant
yeah.
And that's why he goes to the Freaky Tiki for 2-for-1 donkeys on Monday nights.
because they like to ride
Yeah.
elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah. You return it tomorrow. Be
Hey,
all
that
right.
joke made
By
it to
today.
that.
Making me quota.
That joke made it to. It was back in 2010. I don't remember if it made it to
Yeah.
the front page or just to Rooftop Comedy, but it made Rooftop Comedy. That was the first time
That's
I was
pretty
even in front of Rooftop Comedy.
There you go.
So
Usually
that's-
you're on the rooftop.
Good
I'm
times. brother.
falling through to
So-
the bottom basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, on rooftop comedy.
They don't like to see me on the roofs. I don't want to see me on the roof.
No.
Mm,
Is there a ladder big enough? to
I'll
put me
return it
on the
tomorrow
roof?
for
probably
you.
not. No.
No, I bought a lot of things I returned the next day.
You
Or
return it
Mhm.
tomorrow. Buy
dude,
it now.
I used to return
Got
shit
quota.
a year later.
Yo, Dave.
What?
Speaking of returning shit,
I know this is going to be
how many
good.
times you returned your sneakers when you were a kid?
Dude, I just told this story the other day. There used to be a store in New York. I don't know if they're even still open. It was called Tom McCann's.
Father and
Oh
son.
yeah. I
No, Tom.
remember.
It was Tom,
Tom
McCann's.
McCann's. Yep.
Oh, Tom McCann's. That's
Yep.
right. That's
Wasn't
right.
it?
Tom
It was a
McCann's,
little
you're
boy
right.
and a bulldog. Wasn't that? Was that?
I don't remember that. I just
Or that was Hush Puppies.
that's
I
Hush
can't
Puppies.
remember. Was that Hush
But
Puppies?
I used to go there, and I bought this one pair of sneakers, and within the month, every single month, they would fall apart. Now, other people, in my opinion, stupider people, would switch to a different brand or a different model sneaker. Not fucking David. David went back once a month and got himself a brand new pair of sneakers for about a year and a half.
Nice.
So, and it got to the point, it was so bad, they're like, Dave, would you drive over to the Newburgh store for the next couple of months and then come back? We need to get our inventory straight. I'm like, no problem, guys. So I drove 20 minutes to get it, but I went almost all of high school. My parents didn't have to pay for sneakers.
Nice.
You didn't put the two and two together that maybe there's a pattern developing here.
Yeah, I was great
Yeah,
at getting
Buy
free
your shoes
sneakers.
in Triple E instead of normal width.
They didn't make it. Dude, my shoe is now a 14 Triple E.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
Shit.
Dude, I got the foot of a giant, and that's about it. And I got really big hands. That fucking rumor is
So is that
such
where
a
you,
lie.
is that where you got that? They came up to you and be like, holy shit. Be like, the business must be going nuts. Be like, all right, we're like fucking, this shoe is showing that it's like skyrocketing in sales,
and returns.
and returns at the same time. Like it's being sold like 100 times a month, but then being returned 100 times a month.
You know what's even
And
better?
we've only got 100 coming in. So
You know what's even better? I could do that still, and I still do that. It's just not with Tom McCann.
Nice.
and
It's Payless. You can go to
pay
Payless,
less.
and your shoes are guaranteed for life.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Well, just so
Nice.
you know, like Nikes are, any pair of Nikes you could bring to any Nike outlet, no matter how old
Yeah.
they
A Nike
are,
outlet,
and
yeah, they
a
have-
guy
they
that
have a,
gives you
uh,
value for that.
They
shoe.
have like somebody told me this. You can go to the Nike store and they've got like a big booth outside that you can dump your old Nikes into, and they give you money back towards.
Yeah,
Well-
they actually have a book
Yeah.
that gives them a value because it tells them what year the shoe is from. So
Yeah.
they give you $2, $2, $3, whatever, depending on the age of the shoe.
Yep.
Nice.
You can do that with cell phones at Best Buy. I think they've got a
Mhm.
thing. You can dump
Verizon
your-
does it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can dump your old cell phone in there, and then they'll give you.
A dollar
but
and
it's
a
funny
dream.
when you bought the cell phone for $200
Yeah,
from
exactly.
them at a discounted price to $200, and they offer you $25 for it as a return. You
Yeah.
know, it's kind of like not worth it.
No.
Oh, it's
Dave,
like
you
the-
know all about that shit. Tell them.
Yeah, I've had phones that have gone down in value myself. Shit happens.
Buy the phone. Of course, it's gonna still cost the same, like 5. Yeah, of course. It
Dude,
will.
if
Whatever.
anybody thinks that electronics in general, it doesn't matter if it's phone, tablets, your favorite vibrator, if you're a girl, all the technology goes out within
Yep.
30 seconds of you buying it off the shelf.
If
pretty
you
much.
if you buy Best Buy does that. If you buy anything at a Best Buy, if anything better comes out within like a month, you can return it and they'll put the value of that towards So if
Yippee-ki-yay for Best Buy. They're
Yeah.
going to continue to lose money because
I know.
there's always something better coming out.
Yeah.
But anyway, fuck electronics. I'm feeling thirsty.
Yes.
I am too. So this puts the nail in the coffin, closes the door on another year, or a full year.
Closes the deal
Let's
on
Be
the
Frank with Dave
first.
Frank.
Yeah, and
first
we're actually
year.
at like, this will be the 52nd show on the podcast,
Nice,
but the show started in October of 2011.
Really?
nice.
And it started with
I don't even-
me and Gwiggy,
Yep, just the two of us here bullshitting, talking
And-
crap, and
and we had the Princess of Parodies
Yep.
call in. And this year we got Gwiggy,
And the Princess of
Dave Hines,
Princess of AIDS.
the Prince of AIDS. He's a male. He's the prince. And we call my buddy Scott, and I'm probably going to
Mhm.
get shot for messing with Sue's sleepy time.
It's all good.
You're good.
Yeah,
If I
she-
go upstairs and the TV's off, I'm kicking you in the balls next time I see you.
Hey, for the return payment to be Hobo Jesus and the story about Dave Frank selling computers to people.
Yeah, dude, I've sold so much stuff: guns,
So-
lino trains, archery
trains.
stuff.
Remember,
Uh,
folks, for the price of a cup of coffee, for 69 cents
you can
a
feed
day,
this man.
You can feed Dave Frank's.
Every
month
you
Let's
get a
Be
letter.
Frank joke with
Let's
Dave
not
Frank.
feed me. How about for 69 cents a month they can
You'll get a
They
letter
could- they
written
could
by
help
Dave
my- they
Frank.
could
They could
help- they
sponsor
could-
the show.
they could fund my anything. They could fund my future.
Yes.
For $100 more, Dave Frank will come and live with you for a month.
Because Jesus Christ, if they're giving you 69 cents a month, it'll take forever to make any kind of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not even one cheeseburger.
How
69
about 69
cents.
cents a
Really?
day?
I
I
Let's
said
do
the
that.
I said
Better.
the price of a cup of coffee. What is
Yeah,
the price
and
of a cup of coffee is
today
like?
are $2 or $3 a piece.
Yeah, where the hell are you getting
I'm thinking
coffee
I'm
from?
thinking
Damn, it's-
Starbucks.
Dunkin' Donuts?
Starbucks coffee. How about like
Starbucks.
I don't drink coffee, but
Yeah, I don't really
up here
drink
in
a
New
lot
York,
of coffee
cup
either.
Coffee's $2-3.
Yeah,
Mhm.
$2-3.
I think Gwiggy drinks, orange juice, and Dave Hines drinks semen.
I
And
do.
think that-
Which
I think
What
that's I think that's where he got the AIDS
How
was
the-
from drinking semen.
Oh my
I'm
god!
not sure.
I'm buying you a shot.
I was
Not
just
of
gonna
semen.
say, isn't
I'm
that
buying
the
you a
guy buying
shot.
you the shot?
I'm gonna buy you a bullet. That's a shot from a gun.
Yeah, I'd give him a shot of semen is what I'd
get a
give him.
gun.
Definitely.
I'm gonna get a gun from
Ah.
from JT.
No, nobody fucks with Fat Davey's drinks. I have become legend. I am legend down here.
I am legend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I am the
A
greatest
legend
of
in
the
your own
great.
mind.
Yes.
Mhm.
And in the minds of the listeners of the Let's Be Frank show that I haven't lost because of the high quality of this in particular show.
High quality
Definitely.
of every show. What are you talking about?
It was in high def, this show. That's
It
why.
was in 3D.
Yes.
3D, 4. Actually, it could be 4X if we go by my shirt size.
Nice. So start looking for Dave Frank. Let's Be Frank with Dave Frank on Blu-ray.
I want
Coming
to
this fall.
I want to get Dave Frank bobble belly dolls. That's what
That's
what I wanna get.
Great.
Nice.
Stress dolls.
I'd buy one of those.
I know. What are you? Dave Frank bobble belly dolls.
All right.
I'm selling Dave. Seriously, we need to figure out how to market that.
That'd be
We'll
cool.
sell them. Dave Frank bobble belly dolls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Instead of
Listen,
the bobblehead
Make
moving,
one
it's
and
embedded.
send one to me to New York.
Definitely, I will.
Nice.
You get the first one, Scott.
We'll sell them,
You get the first
especially
one.
to people who know him.
You know
We'll sell
what?
those.
And Scott will laugh at this, but we should get a shirt, and it should be white, and it should have graphics, and it should say "Follow the bouncing ball" on it.
No,
Oh,
what
fuck you.
what the bobble belly doll is going to be one of those car things, and you stick it on your car dash,
Mhm.
and it'll be a little Dave Frank, and his belly's going to
Hula
move
dancer.
like a hula dancer. There you
There you
go.
go.
Like the hula girl.
There you go, Frodo. Frodo's coming with it strong.
Frodo's bringing it strong. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap this shit up. Scott, thank you for playing along.
All right, guys. You all have a great night.
You-
Go
you
and
wanna-
be
brother, great
safe and
talking
be
to you.
Safe.
You want to
Don't
put out
drink and
another?
drive.
You want to put out another pitch for your 69?
No, I'm good.
Good. I
I'm
just
ready
wanted to
for
see if
bed
you would
now.
do it
I just
again.
want to go watch my Jets game.
Are the Jets still playing? They didn't lose yet.
I don't know. I don't even know. They probably lost already. I'm sure.
All right, bro. Give Sue my love.
All right,
And,
man. You guys have a great night and be safe.
It's been
Yeah,
fun.
brother.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Later on, bro.
All right. Ciao.
So, how interesting of a show was that for you guys?
Awesome.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
You got
I-
to find out about all the stupid shit I've done.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah. Good
the
times.
the hobo Jesus made it for me, and
Hobo Jesus.
and
Glad we were
I-
here to
I-
see the
I-
birth of your next half-hour special.
I will be coming out with the bobble belly Dave dolls
Mhm.
because I think that's brilliant too. and Dave selling computers. I think is brilliant. I'm gonna write.
Definitely.
I'm gonna write a
Dude, I've
thing
sold
about
a
that.
lot of stuff in my day.
I'm definitely writing writing at least 15 minutes about that.
All right. Frodo, the engineer.
Frodo.
Please play my music before I say anything else to embarrass and bring down the family name.
Precious.
And this closes the book on Dave. Let's Be Frank with Dave Frank for 2012.
2012.
We will see you next year for the
In
Let's Be Frank with 12.
It's good. We're going to be off for 2 weeks because I need time to rest up and get fat.
Yes.
But actually, because we got a second station opening up, so we're doing big things.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, everybody, for listening in. Keep sending in your requests for comedians. Make comments. We love to read them, even the ones that say I suck, but fuck you, I don't suck because you're listening to me. Please listen to me. All right, play my outro. Let's be gone. We got drinking to do. We've come to the end of another edition of the Let's Be Frank show. To catch up on past shows, find us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Podomatic at Let's Be Frank's Podcast. Want to be part of the show? Email Dave at letsbefrankwithdavefrank@yahoo.com. Stay funny, my friends. See you next week.
What was that? I'll tell you what that was. That was another fine show from ComedySlamRadio.com, where we put the .com